best, right? J8, Yudu, you name it, they have done it before, but they somehow still cannot get that chicken dinner, not a good position in the standings, which is pretty surprising to me.
But we're gonna jump finally for our official day 3 game number 1. Yudu, I'm liking this because the vote seems like slowly building up for the rest of the other teams. 53.4 for you to get to number 1. But look at Secret and even Damansara Esports. Real close. I think that's like just 1 vote away.
You guys gotta give Axis and RMPX some love, man.
Oh yeah.
They have a chicken dinner and they got what, 0%? Come on.
Yeah, come on, they deserve a bit more than that. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the flight path that will begin from Puerto Paraiso up onto the side of Monte Nuevo. Wow, I'm just, every time this map, I just practice my Hispanic.
Yeah, this is an Oasis circle.
Yeah, let's see that.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I have a feeling usually, we'll never know because these days the circle is so unpredictable. But we're gonna jump and see into the dropping points. Like Dingo's always around Impala. We don't have SMG, so we're gonna wait and see other teams taking loss. The owners here, DMS, they're just gonna hover around middle of the Veil for now. Bosco, sometimes they like to go around Voldemort. For the rest of the team, we do know.
Hey, we do know.
Hello, observers.
Hello, sexy guys.
Oh, talking about sexy, this circle is just so sexy. Just look at the curves in the circle, like on the map. Like, oh, I'm just loving this circle.
I have a feeling
love
it will end up in Impala. We've seen this before. I think it was last week.
We definitely have. But another thing I want to see is AGMT. Now they love to take they love to take the area around Power Grid and Graveyard. I'm surprised that no teams are challenging AGMT, or as AGMT someone ends up with no team within the same compound. That has been the norm for them so far, but this time they get to catch a break.
Yeah, that's because, let's see, that J8 is not playing. Somehow, J8, AGMT, they always have this relationship. But talking about relationship here, Janik looks like he has the entire squad. Team Secret right now here. Rex will go for the flag. Oh! Rex gets knocked out to Rex. And now Janik has been knocked out from the other side as well. And now there's only one more team member, TRX, I believe, in this compound. Kim is somewhere else, but oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. And Matoy will finish off Janik.
It's not the whole team being wiped out for TRX just yet, but we probably just jinxed them. We did talk about them earlier today. But at the same time, that's a heavy casualty on both sides, including Team Secret. Even though they lost nobody, but on side of TRX is worse because the kind of couple of members that being knocked down. If I'm not mistaken, Janik is not even in the game anymore. 2 members, probably the first one to be out, will be on TRX side.
Yeah, this tragic opening to the first official match of the day. They went for 2-2 split, and of all teams, they run the Team Secret.
Just the team that you don't want to take.
It's like the worst team.
It's probably one of the worst teams, exactly. Now, this is it. Flash Vision, your winner chicken dinners of the show match today. Will they be able to continue on and break the curse against Geek Fan first? The curse of the rubber chicken.
But
No,
the thing is, they don't have any curse anymore because in day 1, Geekfang got himself 2 chicken dinners in a day. So that's more than enough that they have to actually take. But I'm hoping for team, for example, PBG or even FV. Yeah, PBG got himself quite a number of chicken dinners. But in the meantime, they're not having enough points to push into second pager. They need to do or step up their game.
Yeah, then PPG probably, they are more reliant on the assistance of the map, right, where the circle is. You don't generally see PPG win, CQC against most teams, which is kind of a bummer because they do have the potential. We've been seeing them perform since the qualifiers, but it's safe to say, or you have to accept the fact that PPG kind of needs to step up their game.
Yeah, they need a comfortable start. That's the thing. But good thing in this map, so far they dropped somewhere within the circle, so it's still kind of fine for them. But if the circle continues to go away from them, it will be a little bit of a bummer, like Husky said. And this is the team, AGMT. I really want to see them get a chicken dinner. Okay, I saw this post from Trixie, so from AGMT. So he said that, okay, I will make sure that the winner chicken dinner banner for AGMT comes up before the end of the season. So hopefully you can do that. Trixie, I'll send you my bank account.
Come on, that's just really, I mean, like, come on, you don't have to have that low of expectation about yourself or even the other teams. They're talking about AGMT. There's a possibility by the end of this week, they can clutch one chicken dinner out there. They just need to have confidence because in the end of the day, it's still going to be a lot of underdogs taking away so many chicken dinners just within this week too.
Yeah, and they definitely can do it, right? They played, I think, they played the first day with Ninja, but now they switched Jerome back into the roster. I kind of feel like with Jerome in AGMT, they just feel a bit more comfortable, a bit more cohesive. So that's the remedy that they are going to go with right now.
And here it is, Baby Bell, okay, or Baby Bellamy. That's the longer version name of Baby Bell, by the way. Now PPG, good start for them so far.
As long as they can build themselves, their mechanics, and also their items. I'm talking about them. They need to not just rely on the item building. They need to take whatever they have in their guts to just keep the fight going. Sometimes they've just been a bit too conservative, if you ask for my opinion.
Yeah, and actually I remembered last week they do normally, they do stream every now and then, right? I did happen to run into one of their live streams while they're playing PUBG Mobile. I actually like how they communicate with each other. I feel like it's very direct, it's very simple, but now the only thing to polish on is how they play the game. They need to kind of be able to play from behind when the circle is not in their favor.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So they need to do it right because it's already week number 2. It's the middle of the week. They need to find a pattern of like, okay, so if the circle is against us, what do we want to do? Okay, so it's just like what Damansara Esports. They are a team that knows what to do if the circle is against them, the type of rotations, they know how to get into the later stages of the game. So yeah, they can be one of the good examples.
I have to totally agree with Husky here as well because PPG seems like always hesitant when it comes to approaching the circle or being a bit slow when it comes to taking the fight in, but still Hearts on the other hand trying to make a move against FV. So things have been a bit of a topsy-turvy over this round. We're talking about right in the blue as well. None of this team will win this if they are not staying in the safe zone. I'm talking about them being gatekeeper later on.
Yeah, and Flash Vision, they did suffer casualty. Grim, the only remaining member from the previous roster, as the rest of the team is just going to bail away. They were able to deal some damage onto Steelheart. I think they also took one member with them. So
car.
that's pretty okay. But, Flash Vision and Cars not always goes well.
Yeah, same goes for the captain as well. Unfortunately, Grim will bow out here, and Flash Vision and Cars. Here we go. Car action again.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, okay, that's a nice
That's
landing
a
there.
4 out of 10.
You know what, that can remind me of what you said before, Husky, that the fact that if they get their license revoked, that's going to be the tougher side will be FV because they're just having a great time in a bracket when it comes to handling the vehicles.
Man, I actually, have you guys ridden a motorbike before? I know Choo Choo definitely has.
Yeah.
I miss the feeling.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are from the same town.
The more I know about Choo Choo now.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to tell about my history,
What?
but this is just not where they were playing. I do know it's 2020, but we're not expecting a flying bite yet.
Technically, you can with a ramp. Well, Adek just did it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, definitely Choo Choo knows what she's talking about when it comes to motorbikes, but there you go, Romeo doesn't like his bike. And he sees someone across there, but then again, he's not going to take any shots there. He is not alone though, but not in a good position where you want to get knocked.
I do want to see the next circle, honestly speaking, because right now the clock's ticking and Picado, everybody trying to migrate into a different place. The first airdrop of the day, AWM. For you guys who want to watch this at home, this is going to be the AWM for you to catch the PMPL loot. Take away the code because you might just win yourself Micro Uzi made, even a snowman outfit, or even, you can be a Steelwaters even though you're a male. It's okay.
Or
No,
you're not going to say it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Just put in the code.
Put in the code.
Surprisingly, Picado is pretty quiet, for these two groups. But we did had this agreement that Group C is the more passive, the quieter group, the slower one compared to Group B, who are always firing on all cylinders. So Picado being deserted is nothing too surprising, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say nothing too surprised. So today we won't be seeing the Group B, aka the Barbarian group. So today will be the more calm and chill, but we will have the El Clasico between Yudu Gang and also Team Secret. So far, they haven't went head to head, but we may come in to play later on.
But wait for it, Yudu, that's a bit too soon for that. I'm talking about them not finding Team Secret just yet, but Yudu will take a fight against some other teams. TRX Kim seems like attracting way too much attention, just driving this heaviest minivan there is. Even though it's the tankers out there, 2000 HP, the only vehicle with thousands over HP, but it's actually the slowest one when it comes to hiking this hill.
Yeah, he gets the job done. Now he is again the only remaining survivor for TRX. Just amazing survivability. He lost his final buddy, unfortunately, to NRL. So Axis NRL able to bag that first point from the high ground, being on flank watch. But with this circle now closing closer towards the coast with Impala in the center, the migration has begun. But a lot of compounds, they are still uncontested or unoccupied by the teams.
Compounds one thing. Just look at the northern side and just look how colorful they are. Some of the teams, I think they want to block entry points for other teams as well. We just need to wait and see. This could probably be a gunfire there happening on the northern side. But in the middle of the circle so far, decent number of teams, still plenty of compounds to be taken. So Gig Fam as well coming from the southern side, they will have a free pass.
What I'm worried about is that consists of 50% of water just now, so the circle will be super ugly later on. We're talking about them not having too much land to work with, and every single person, all the teams will have to squeeze themselves with that shoulder. But Team Matoy, Team Secret, taken down FB, but at the same time, taken down by Yudu gang. They just being sandwiched. Pretty tough spot for them to play.
And that was just smart. Yudu, they had two guys on flank watch where Steelheart is coming from. They had Fredo planted in the middle as they know that Flash Vision will make the first move, and they were able to capitalize on that. So time for Yudu to restock themselves and finally make a move into that circle. They've eliminated threats from both angles. Yudu, they are in a prime position, but second airdrop again with an AWM on Miramar. This one with I love this shot, with the sun shining, with the flare, the red flare, but also the PMPL loot. So you guys gotta punch in that code and get those loot.
Yep, the pace, sorry.
The sinner is like saying sorry to FV who just passed.
Oh, ouch.
Come on.
Oh,
Get
ouch.
out of here.
Oh, ouch. But then again,
Yeah.
but the best punch in the code, ladies and gentlemen. This is now Damansara Esports putting pressure on the restart. Oh, with an explosion from Ichao taking out Moon, and now Romeo will need to get his Juliet to save him.
Is it enough Juliet to save him right now? I kind of remind him of Last of Us Ichong there for no reason. But the Mansara Esports seems like they try to clutch another chicken dinner here. It kind of see a big difference, when you compare them with last week. Is this something to do with the coach?
Yeah, I feel like it definitely does, right? They did acquire Batman, who is a veteran from the PUBG PCC, and now he's bringing all that knowledge to PUBG Mobile. I think that would definitely help him solidify Damansara as one of the front runners of this league.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, but come on, one day as a coach and then immediate impact, I don't know, man. I'll need a couple more rounds to see whether there's consistency there or not. And, well, to be fair if they do well, then it can be Batman, right? But if they do bad, will it still be Batman? Sorry, I had to just
My
pun it
God,
out.
that pun is such. Oh
I like
my
it.
God.
Either way, it makes sense.
Okay, jokes aside now, around Legend is Kingsman trying to hover around was the other team. I'm talking about Axis and RL got himself quite a decent amount of chicken dinner yesterday. Try to perform again here today, but will be gatekeep here by Kingsman. He just starts to preempt his shots inside. Can he clip that? Explosion, not hitting anybody just yet.
Yeah, Insider with a spray, not able to really find the members of NRL, but they definitely have vision on that. Abby will be the first one to be punished, and Axis, now they gotta find a way to enter. They are at the edge of the circle, but there's no way that they can cross this road.
Oh, Insider now being put pressure upon, and you can see he needs to relocate inside energy drink. Will be popped out. The Kingsmen, they still have a compound though. They're playing by the edge of the circle. This is not a good position for the later stage. Definitely the circle will move away from them.
Now Kingsmen start to move, but at the same time now they might just bump into Yudu gang, who happen to cross there as well. So will they gatekeep this one? Because we do know Yudu, when it comes to taking the fight head on, they will never back away.
Yeah, and usually they actually were pretty close to Team Secret while rotating in, but they have Kingsman to worry about. So Yudu gang, they're actually kind of caught in the middle, and Drax will be the first one to be spotted out by Wagyu's. Kingsman, they have been kind of in the middle of the pack, but if they can pick out Drax, it will be huge. Unfortunately, Drax is just a bit too far away. Wagyu's is going to try regardless, but I doubt he'll be able to get some results.
Yeah, nothing to lose there. Just put a lot of pressure on the Drax. But just look at this. His vehicle is smoking at this point. So hopefully he can get up. Okay. He almost got away there. Got away with murder.
He did get away with it. While Team Secret, on the other hand, Rex seems to be a bit low. I'm not sure what just happened, but it seems like they got themselves quite cornered with a lot of pressure. Now Yudu versus Team Secret feels like the grand finals, but nevertheless, Rex and the rest of iShot, Yuhai and also Matoy are going in a different position, each one of them to cover all the angles possible.
And Fredo, under heavy fire from Rex, does go into the red, but will be able to duck down and recover himself for now. Team Secret, they were kind of interjecting with Yudu Gang with the same time in terms of rotation, but Yudu Gang, they do have a bit more vantage point to work with. You can see Naoki has already spread it out, but they have AGMT to worry about.
Oh, just look at this. El Clasico here, ladies and gentlemen. And now because the circle moves away from both Yudu Gang, so Team Secret, this will force them to either take that fight or Team Secret is the only one that can exit. Yudu, even if they want to make their rotation, just look at this. AGMT, KGMT, Yudu have to fight their way somehow.
But I'm looking at EVOS VIP. Seems like they have a good rotation there. Hopefully they can clutch this one. The last time we remember EVOS VIP, Miramadet didn't go so well.
Yeah, and AGMT, we can kind of say that they are the team that really doesn't mind challenging Yudu Gang or even Team Secret, right? We've seen them done that. They are kind of Yudu Gang slayer. The head-to-head, AGMT actually won 2-1 so far. So we'll see if AGMT wants to stick their foot into this, but Yudu Gang, they have Secret to really worry about right now.
Oh, and talking about this, we can see a jumper with a shot onto the side of Rex, and now Rex is now down to 40% of health. He will recover himself. But I also noticed that Moss Goku, he'd been knocked down through an explosion for his vehicle.
And now Kingsman taking it on Dingus, on Yudu Gang, still not enough and not going to be done just yet because Team Secret and Yudu Gang, both of these teams know what are the weaknesses and strengths on each one of them. While Evo taking a fight against Axis and RL, we're going to have to witness the longest standout for Yudu versus Team Secret there.
Yeah, the clock is ticking for Yudu. They have to somehow make their way in. You can see that Yudu Gang, they are spreading manpower. They're actually Naoki and Drax, they're actually driving around the compound. They are already spotted out by Team Secret. So actually, because they drove so far away, Yuhai is going to hold two members of Yudu Gang off alone.
Oh man, but hang on a second. Jumper managed to get the knockdown to Rex, but the good thing is Rex is still in the compound. They can revive him if they want to. Matoy is closest to save his little brother here. Jumper pops up the smoke. Probably they need to make the move now.
They have to, they are forced to because they have literally no time left. The clock is stopped and the blue is straight in. And Fredo will slowly advance. They need to build the bridge of smoke because if not, there's no way out from this trench or this pit at all.
Yep, Yudu now with the blue not in their favor and with Secret right in front of them, they definitely don't want to bow out. Only two teams have been knocked out so far, so this is going to be absolutely terrible for Yudu if they lose this, but Team Secret is just not going to budge. They have to brute force their way through.
Oh, they have to. Somehow Team Secret at least have one team member. Yudu also managed to send two team members way up north. That Jumper as well as Fredo, they are still outside the safe zone, though the blue zone will now pressure them.
Yeah, this is a very smart move coming up from Yudu Gang, making sure they at least got their positions right, but at the same time, not having all the focus on all the teams. But now Fredo and Jumper have nowhere to go because Sims or iShot will not let them get away with the snowy to advance. They will be forced to stay in the blue. While Fredo, he will be never mind that Yuhai knocked down instead.
Yeah, Fredo with his dying breath able to down Yuhai, the person watching the flank for Team Secret. So it means that Naoki and Drax can actually try and make their way in because Yuhai, he actually abandoned his post that is supposed to hold off these two members from Yudu Gang. So maybe Yudu have found their opening in because Yuhai is out in the open.
Oh, but it's not over yet. We can see here Drax as well as Naoki, they are out in the open though. Not too sure if they have a vehicle, but if they do, they can actually sprint across. But if not, they need to be careful because now Team Secret, they are ganging out on each other. If they know Yudu Gang is on the other side because they got the knockdown to Yuhai, they can go and rush in and clear them out.
And now Matoy taking a bit of the blue, trying to make sure he got all the other angles covered and where to move for the next one. Maybe get themselves that vehicle because they cannot run this by foot, especially Yuhai is super low. They need to toss that nade just to make a pathway. But PPG, sixth finish off. The rest of it is history. They'll place themselves at 14 place 4 now.
Yep, Damansara Esports on a roll so far. They have been quiet, but getting those sweet 4 points by taking out the entirety of PPG. Yudu Gang able to at least keep 2 members alive. Team Secret maybe have forgotten them about Yudu Gang for a while. They are not Secret's main concern anymore. As long as Secret has 4 members alive, they will always have the advantage. But this circle does favor Yudu Gang a bit.
And we can see here the Kingsmen, they are in the circle as well. They have an airdrop there. So level 3 of everything for at least one team member. Axis, they are coming in from the northern side. Axis, one of the teams that is on the roll since yesterday.
What puzzles me is that EVOS VIP not even trying to move from their original spot here, and they don't have anything to fight against. They're taking too much time. While DMS Ichong taking down on us for Bosku. Kingsman here scoping things around, making sure they have a clear path forged towards the center of the circle. But in the meantime, we're looking at Boskunga, which have been taking a lot of shots, and it's gonna be
Wow.
Laoxia coming out of Luxy with a Mini 14 sniping him out.
And that's just going to clear the path for EVO's VIP to finally get into the safe zone. Luxy will tank the blue, but it is worth it. You know, a reward for him. But Naoki and Drag, not too lucky. Secret, they're going to mob Yudu Gang out as they will Yudu Gang bow in 12th place.
And there you go. The El Clasico goes to Team Secret in this round, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can see here, AKA is in the same compound as the Dingoes. And now the rain has started to happen from the Dingoes, putting a lot of pressure onto AK. And look at this. Damansara Esports is out at 11th place.
And down to 10 teams, only 29 players alive. We're looking at all the nades tossed around AKA and Dingoes. It's all over the place. The smoke is too much. It's so cloudy in here. Sorry for that, Sir Cloud. But yep, and in the meantime, AKA tapping it out on Team Secret for now.
Yep, Secret now. They took out Yudu Gang, but they gotta try and make it into the circle or near to the compound. Kingsman on flank watch as AKA now trying to siege the compound where Dingoes are resided in. Wolf's gonna throw in that first nade. MQD just landing onto Nak, forced to crawl back. It's gonna be into the nade of Wolf for sure. And the Dingoes now, they're not gonna be in a good position.
There goes now, taken out by Wolfsy to that Nathan. The rain of this is happening. Kijab now will try to find refuge, but then again, pressure a lot onto it. The Dingoes now, they are being sieged out. 3 team members from AKA, they are in the same compound at this moment. GG and AG, they have moved themselves to the other side.
And Loyu cooking out the nade, hoping to land on top of Dingoes. He's right across GG. But did you see that one coming? Can he block it? Because there's a UAD right in front. And also, now Loyu get back the karma. AG knock one more down. Who will finish who first?
Yeah, and AKA shorter end of the stick, they are able to revive whatever by AG with the second nade. This time it's going to be Kijab taken now, at least knocked down, but Steelhouse will bow out. AKA though, they are not going to go down without a fight. Dingoes cling on to their life.
They need to fight because look at this, the circle goes away from this compound. And now AKA, they're still sharing the same compound as other teams at this moment. We can see as well, ATD coming in from behind, and now Kingsman looks like they're getting knock after knock.
QD gonna just revive Loyu because it needs all hands on deck. In the meantime, the only team touches the rim of the circle. Team Secret and also Axis NRL. The rest of them, good luck climbing themselves, forging that pathway towards the northern side of the map.
Yep, and you can see Secret, somehow they made it into the circle alongside Axis NRL. So Kingsman now, they will have 2 teams to worry about as AKA they scramble to also get into the safe zone. But on the outskirts, it's also a complete bloodbath as GeekFam takes on EVO's VIP with Samzy in the red.
EVO's VIP now. Samzy is just too far away. He will definitely be taken out by the blue zone, I believe. Not too sure if Razo and Kuza can do much, but just look at this. If they go for him, it's such a big risk because they need to consider as well. They need to move too.
Yeah, they're waiting for Samzy to approach the clouds there because, like it or not, they need the covers before GigFam found them first. But in the meantime, Damru and the rest of GigFam Sane bleeding out the moment, being knocked down. One more team out, AGMT on 7th place here. NRL start down, raining, showering of bullets towards GigFam, and they're having a hard time going to the safe zone.
Yeah, KGM, it seems like they are not able to hold the fort as they're expected to. Wagyu is also bleeding out. Team Secret, if Wagyu dies, Secret can just run in. Pamburu finds his shot as well onto Razor, and EVO's VIP will suffer another casualty.
Man, Axis, they are still on a roll here, ladies and gentlemen. We can see Pamburu, one of the star transfers for me this season here, ladies and gentlemen. Just showing his worth in Axis, NRL, MPX, and Team Secret as well with 3 team members in the safe zone.
Not just that, Team Secret got the blast compound because they're taking down on Axis NRL. The high ground advantage, block the circle on their side. this is a pure blessing coming out from Team Secret. The rest of the team, especially Kingsman, having a tough time to climb them back self up towards the rest of the teams.
Yeah, and against all Team Secret now having the high ground, having the circle, and they have a bird's eye view over everyone. Kingsman, though, luckily for them, even though they lost Wagyus, they still have a bit of a compound to work with, which is Evo's VIP and Geek Fan, who are in a bad place, but Dan Root will finish off Kuza, and there goes Evo's VIP.
Oh, Rex managed to get a knockdown to Pomburu with that nade there, so now all the nades on the other side, but then Rex have been knocked down from afar from Ape, and there you go. At least they clear out one person, and now the rain of nades will stop for a while.
This is not a terrain where you want the final circle to be in. Not much things to cover with. Not even vegetation at this stage. Only a couple of trees here and there. Plus, the terrain is sided with Team Secret for now. You will get sniped by eye shots from that far away. Speaking of which, this is just solidify their position.
Yeah, Carbo and Aisha are just trading shots from long range, seeing whoever gets the first shot is going to have an advantage, as Dan Root will bow out alongside the rest of Geek Fam. And it's Team Secret's game to take right now with only 3 teams left alive. NRL is still around the compound, though. They do down Vex from the third party.
Oh, we can see here now there's like 5 more seconds until the blue zone actually closes in on the Team Secret, who is outside of the safe zone at this point. But look at the Cowboy, have been knocked out by Happy from another angle, and now Axis, they are moving down, just to move for the from the southern side, hopefully to enter the safe zone.
I don't know what happened yesterday, but Appy did something during his birthday. They are playing exceptionally well here. Vex being knocked down, bleeding out. Kingsman don't have enough men. Red's gonna finish out with an extra kill points there. Down to Insider, only 1v4. V4v4. At that point, it's down to 3 teams, 8 players alive, 1v3, v4, 1 knockdown for Team Secret. But now, it seems like Axis have the advantage of most men.
Yep, the Axis trade is still moving. Leto in the red. They're going to make their kill 11th one as they eliminate the rest of Kingsman. But it's going to be Axis, NRL, MPX against Team Secret. Axis, they do have the man advantage, and it's all down to that final phase gunfight.
Oh, 3v4 right now. We can see here this is such an open position. How will they end this, ladies and gentlemen? iShots Rex is in another angle, so he has a vantage point there for now. But then again, that is also the nades coming out one by one. We're gonna knock them, but look at that. They clip a couple of help from the side of Axis.
And now this is beautifully well done by NRL, because why? They popped the smoke right before they popped the grenades as well. So Team Secret didn't see the nades coming in right into them. Now Rex have to position himself, but forced to be in an open field. Yuhai tries to save his friends here. At the meantime, we're looking at all the players are bleeding out in the blue. Eye shots managed to take down Maburu here. Everyone down to Yuhai. Yuhai, can he clutch it out for the team?
The Wonder Boy for Team Secret is all up to him. But Axis, they make it their chicken dinner to take. Secret bow out in second, and Axis NRL, they continue their reign.
Oh, Axis, NRL, MPX, winner, chicken dinner, first one today. They're on the roll. These guys are ridiculously good right now. It must be something to do with the suits.
Yeah, I was about to say that, right? Power of the suit. That is one.
Where might be a show on... let's put you to aside.
Let's see. AGMT. Yeah, not bad.
Damansara is still catching up here.
Yeah. Evo 6.9%.
Yeah.
Evos.
Yeah.
At least you are seeing the supporters splitting apart, right? We have an increase in total voters from like 890 to 1.5k. I like this stat. Axis getting some love after that chicken dinner.
They should get more love than 0.6%, that's for sure.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
You know, they're pretty slow, but they're making it there.
Well, I just wait for PPG and also none of the AGMT. No, nothing else I'm looking forward to, because I'm waiting for my left and right wingman here going different direction.
We have defected. Okay, we are supporting the underdogs.
Yes. I've always supported them.
Oh,
we always
So,
do.
wait.
But for Husky to support the underdogs, what happened to Yudu gang? Okay, just say when, if you're listening to this, you know.
This is a hard conversation. Alright. It feels like I signed my death sentence the moment I joined the broadcast. But no, interestingly, I think Jerome is not playing. Now Ninja is playing in. But before that, yes, observers lineup. Ooh, coming to life.
Such a nice circle here for Yudu gang. So this is a Wow.
This is a Yudu circle.
This is a Yudu circle
Okay,
we're
the
talking
thing about this circle, we've seen it like I think it was like 3 times of Rozhok circle we witnessed throughout the whole 2 weeks here. Not really a whole 2 weeks. We can call it like what 8 days.
8 days, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we witnessed a couple of Rozhok circles, which is pretty scary. Two, 3 bridges, a body of water in between, and we know how bloody these bridge bridge compound can get. But luckily, Net Brotherhood is not playing today, so maybe the bridges will be a bit more open for most of these teams.
And this is it. PPG here, still with their usual drop points. Actually, kind of changed drop points quite a bit here. So, but the thing that they always do is that they always split up early on. It's okay,
It's
so you can
okay.
maximize the loop, but you just don't bump into other teams because they're not a team that they like to take early fights.
That's what I talked about before. They need to overcome that. That's what the tournament with 4 weeks long is about. About you getting progressively growing to overcome the weaknesses that your team have. If not, it's gonna be pointless.
Yeah, it's either a blessing or a curse at this stage of the league for PPG because they are probably the team that changes drop spot the most throughout these 2 weeks, which kind of worries me sometimes, right?
But talking about worry, this team needs to be worried here. Looks like Romeo, he will be knocked out. And look at this
Good
Knight's
night.
damn route. It's going to be good night for him. But Carl, will he want to do the impossible? Nah, he's going to say, sorry, Romeo, find your Juliet in the lobby.
We Star Expert, they got themselves quite a decent rolling last week after they got themselves a new baby. But this time, GigFam trying to just triumph again. We talked about day one, GigFam performing so well, but they're not giving Carl going out. Just they're chasing it. So much commitment. So persistent from Sane and damn rude.
Yeah, some action movie styles coming in from GeekFab. The drive-by almost paying off, but at least they were able to put a dent into Carl's health down to 60%. But We Star Expert, they get out with the rest of their members, so I think they can settle for this.
Yeah, they definitely can. It's a good start for them getting that first point on the board. It gives them a little bit of an oomph there to this game.
Yeah, now Carl, where would he go? They got shushed away from what they were trying to do. We saw XP find themselves a different compound to work with. Seems like GigFam kind of gave up on to chasing their tails, but Romeo, heavy casualty straight from the start. I don't think it's actually, giving off a good impression towards your team that impacted quite a lot, especially their morale.
Oh yeah, but I think We Star Experts, they are slowly starting to take these fights as well. They've been running into GeekFam a couple of times, but Team Secret in their usual neighborhood, when Secret is around in Erangel, no one would drop here. So this is a full place for them.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the house of Team Secret. The last time a team actually really tried to challenge them, it was in Season 1. Didn't really end up well, but it was a good fight nevertheless. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. 8 GMT, the Singaporean team, the only team since the qualifiers who have not gotten a chicken dinner. It's crazy for them.
Oh yeah, actually yes. Now that you mention it, right? Even Steelheart got 2 chicken dinners from the Singapore qualifiers. Right? PPG, they got 2 chicken dinners from the qualifiers, 2 chicken dinners in the main league. Kingsman got 1. AGMT still looking for that.
But at least they got themselves the most kill of all the Singaporean teams out there. But nevertheless, they're trying to get themselves at least one around Yasnaya, trying to migrate and build up their items. FV across them. FV had a really rough start last game, so can they try? I'm looking for every performance, honestly.
Oh yes, now I just realized it's actually Ninja subbing in for Trixie. I was a bit confused right there. So now it's another new lineup for AGMT. They replaced Jerome with Ninja, and now they put Jerome back and they switch Trixie out. Maybe AGMT are trying out with different team dynamics.
Yeah, and I think they should, because they are almost there, but they cannot finish it off, put it that way.
It's always the midway, right?
Yeah, it's always the midway for them. So hopefully this gives them a little bit of a refresh to re-push things on forward. To hopefully get their chicken dinner for today, but we'll need to wait and see. And of course, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Husky's favorite team, Yudu Gang, in the house.
The one and only you the gang. We always call it like that.
You the gang, you the gang,
Yeah.
you the gang. Give me the jersey, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Axis and RL now run Rozhok. Seems like they are in the middle of the circle itself. On Savannah, is still you again. They migrate from Rozhok just now up to Savannah. They're probably just going to make a U-turn after this for their rotations. Because sometimes making a U-turn will be a great decision. But man, KGM, seems like they found out where Fredo is.
Yep, and Fredo decided to not take that fight at all. The rest of Yudu Gang are not with him, so he's just going to drive away. But Yudu Gang, they do it a lot. do this a lot as well, especially on Sandhawk, where they send Fredo out to scout the compound. They do this 2-2 early split, but it seems like KGM, they want more.
They definitely want more here. We can see here, they seem like they want to go for the chase on Fredo. Fredo is all alone though, so hopefully he can get away from this, but look at this. I guess he'll be gone.
Oh, I think they found him.
Oh.
Jumper is there?
The jumper's there.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait for you, do Jumper and Fredo trying to go for, you know, scouting out, relay back information towards the team because they might just come this year for a bit more to know where are the Kingsmen, how they rotate into the circle.
Yep, and you can also see at the same time, Bosco just driving past Ruins. One of the teams that love to make these kind of early rotation as well. I think you can compare them to teams like Net Brotherhood, SMG, but Bosco also have the tendency to play in these kind of open areas, and they are good at it. So they are probably going to try and leverage this. You have this body of river in front of them. They have the bridge to work with as well. Bosco will be in a pretty comfortable situation.
Speaking of Bosco, their performance this week is not as good as last week.
Yeah, agree with that. Bosco is again another up and down team. Like one day, like first week you see them so like,
Consistent.
Oh,
They were
consistent.
consistent.
But after that, we hardly see them anymore.
I don't know what happened to them. Seems like they are having a very shaky week. This whole week I'm talking about, and last week the whole week was like brilliant coming out from these guys. But back about Kingsmen, also one of the teams that never lend themselves any chicken just yet. So waiting for them to make their debut here. Can they actually clutch things out? It's seeming close for AGMT.
I think Kingsman got one, right? Was it last week?
No.
Chicken?
Chicken
Almost.
didn't-
No.
Almost.
Almost. They didn't
Oh,
get.
okay, yeah,
They
right.
got second place. The only chicken they got was in the qualifiers.
In the qualifiers.
Yeah. Can you not be so hard
so-
on
yeah,
them?
so if we
the
could-
only chicken dinner they get from the qualifiers.
It's credit
Nothing
to
in
them.
Yeah, if we count the
Yeah,
qualifiers, then AGMT has nothing
And
yet.
we don't count the qualifiers, guys.
Okay, so
It was
Dam
just
and
one of
Kingsman, right? It's between these two teams, the two higher fragging teams. Surprisingly for Singapore, have yet to nail themselves something.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kingsman. I wanted to give you credit for that, but then again, Choo Choo just takes it away. But what you all can take away is... Come on. You're not going to throw me. Mr. Producer, please.
No.
No.
Not gonna happen.
Seriously? No, what? What? Okay,
okay.
thank you.
After you pass it to us. Yeah,
No, I'm taking this. Punch in the code here, like and follow PUBG Mobile Esports Nation while you're at it, and punch in the code.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Is that
there's
really
no.
how you pronounce it?
Isn't that how you pronounce the code?
No.
But the pass, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, it is. Confirmed. Approved.
Can we have a dictionary? A new
You can
one?
try that, using the voice
Cloud,
recognition.
Cloudtionary. We
Wow.
can get a Cloudtionary
Cloudtionary,
for the redeem code. So Code Hunters, are you guys happy? It seems like you guys do. But apparently no teams actually around this corner, so nobody gonna get the airdrop.
Yep. And Rio is going to see Kuza driving by that UAZ, aka has also been making a slight splash every now and then, yet to really put themselves on the map, but they are starting to become a threat.
Oh, but just look at this. Talking about threats, just look at those little bridges. We may see a little bit of a bump there, especially on the eastern side of the bridge, but look at this. Hang on a second. Yep, aka they had visitors who pass by. This is the thing. If you make that early rotation, you secure your compound, those teams who will pass by those choking points, they will be forced to meet up with you. You can take those long-range shots.
And also, if you rotate late, it's not actually a bad thing to do. Because why? There's too many teams kind of occupying right in the middle of Rozhok. And it's so tough to play with the terrain there because the structures are actually inside of the water with the motown in it. Plus, to get out from that trench later on, if the circle migrates towards any sort of a map, it's also really hard for them to actually move.
Yeah, and I think two teams that are rotating late Flash Vision and Dingos, they're kind of making the right move strategically. Dingos are going to come in from Jojo Pool, no one is there at the bridge. They're going to have a good time with Steel Hearts being the only team in front of them. But Yudu, again, putting themselves in the middle. We've seen this before on the first day. Secret versus Yudu in the same compound, but this time there are more teams around them.
Yeah, Secret versus Yudu. Always the El Clasico here, ladies and gentlemen. Hope to see you again second. I wouldn't mind seeing a second round El Clasico.
And plus, looking at how the format going on, right? It's like not necessarily you have to get yourself a chicken dinner. It might be an advantage for your side or your team if you have enough manpower and you are confident about your firing power from the side of your team there. the man or the other squad that's right in front of you can actually gain you more point than you anticipated from a chicken dinner.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta be efficient with those shots, right? Kill stealing, do whatever it takes to
Yeah.
rack up those points before you bow out. I think that is the best way to play the league right now with the current system. But also you
Kill
have
still, you mean?
yeah, kill steal. No, to,
Yes.
to a certain extent, right? You also have to make sure you can kind of hold your ground, and that is something like teams like PPG have yet to find themselves. But we do have a second airdrop, again, another DBS, but I am pretty sure we're gonna get a PMPL loot. As I say, thank you very much, producer. Guys, punch in this code to get yourself a loot. We have so many collections right there. They're exclusive as well. So I'm not gonna try and pronounce this. Maybe Sir Cloud with his cloud technology can help me do the deed.
Wow, Budapest, there you go. Punch in that code. Whatever that sounds like, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully you can get yourself some nice loot.
Why would they draw a DPS with 8 times scope?
I know, right?
We need
It's
a-
like, no. Why?
Yeah, you're gonna use a shotgun
With a
with
scope.
with 8 times.
Good luck seeing the spray, you know, like
There you
the
go.
pellets.
It
It
could
won't
probably
even,
hit like a
it
person
won't
next door.
even reach at a point. Won't even.
What if the bullet actually
No.
you want to shoot someone, but actually it goes to someone? Oh, I got a knockdown there.
You
Yeah,
know,
I got knocked
you
out.
know
Yeah.
what? It's just gonna be the dust touching you by the end of that 8 times scope range. Just dust.
I don't know much about touching. I do social distancing. Thank you.
You're welcome. But back about the game we go. Savannah already vacant here. We talk about all the teams start their great migration. It's gonna be shooting range on top of that circle. A lot of people tapping out. A lot of them are playing the long range battle.
Yeah, Damansara, they are still gatekeeping. Well, there's not much team coming from behind, but Damansara actually has a couple of choices to open fire on, and they did do it just now, but they are also going to start rotating around the perimeter of the circle to find a better spot, and it's going to be high ground right now.
And it's always Damansara Esports. They know how to rotate into circles somehow, and it was clear path for them. Now, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Another Singaporean team. Oh, but hang on a second. Looks like Esports, they're in trouble. Luxy have been taken out by FV, and now, FV getting their first blood.
For the first time ever, we're looking at AFV starting their fight first. It's so rare for them to actually take a couple of members, any teams knocking down. So this gotta be it. This gotta be the game they're waiting for. Still Hearts on the other hand will migrate themselves on top of the hill of shooting range. But I do see another team across from me, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, definitely. And again, Ball School now taking on Evo's VIP. The nade does fly out, but it's not going to connect just yet as Z pops his head out, able to pop Kuza's head, but he's going to get gunned down instead by Sam Z. And now Nga from the high ground is going to get his own spray onto Evo's VIP. You got to protect your buddies though. Aspa is in the front lines, but Evo's VIP, Razor, full health from afar, takes down Nga with the scope, and he might just be able to clutch this.
Oh, it's 1v1 now. Asfa versus Razor. Who can get it first? AK will be popular by Asfa. And we can see here Razor. Oh, he's remember the nade. They will toss on the side of Asfa. Asfa immediately moves in behind the compound, and that nade will be evaded.
Oh, Sam will be finished off for Z as well, bleeding out. We have DMS passing by, but Asfar still
the
trying
flank.
to find one person of that Evo's VIP. Razor now cooking up the nade for Asfar's side. Can it land a Kobe? It's really close. Seems like a good. Why, oh my! That was a hell of grenade.
Exactly, but you do get challenged by the Kingsman with Naoki down on the ground. Valuable down as well. But Jumper will find two inside the house.
Oh, we can see here now that Jumper tries to find the third one, but then again, looks like he managed to get away, but will he get away for long? Cabo is waiting on the other house. Drags with a toss of the nade. But Cabo managed to evade it, and they will siege down the house.
Man, that was close. Now the rest of you again just have to flush one Cabo down. The rest of the team trying to play at the window side here.
Oh,
and
man.
Cabo!
Oh,
this
man.
is just really a huge pressure for KGM Cabo to get. Just going to the solo
man.
now.
Alfredo
There's
is
no way out.
Alfredo is just gonna mop the floor, and Kingsman bow out in 15th place as the circle at the same time closes in. But we're gonna look at another fight. This time 8 GMT. They're gonna be the first one to pull the trigger, and Jerome's gonna try to rush right in and get the frag onto NRL. Leto will be down, and guess what? The winner from the past round eliminated by 8 GMT.
What? From hero to 0
hero.
points?
From hero to 14th place.
Oh my goodness,
From
there
hero
goes.
to Superman, probably.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Never mind that. Never mind that. But you, the gang, right now, they got themselves kind of distracted with the smokes popping up with 8 GMT fight just now. but unsure which team actually they are fighting for, fighting against. And M2 of 4-9 for the third airdrops with a lot of goody stuff in here. So I'm not sure if there's a kill suit in it. If it is,
Let me try and scroll on the screen.
probably
Yeah,
try
it-
to.
no.
Yeah.
There's
No.
definitely gonna be a PMPL loot. Trust me.
Yeah. I can.
Now you know what? This is one of those times that it will not appear.
All right.
Hey, it's not coming out, Chu.
Okay.
Why it's me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chu.
We are rooting for it.
Man.
That's
We tried. We tried.
We tried.
Thanks, guys. You guys are best.
But you can see
Oh.
Saitama runs himself over. That is pretty tragic, but it's flash vision, so it's not surprising. Geek Fam, on the other hand, in the open, under fire, as Team Secret, they're gonna take on the Dingoes from afar.
Oh, we can see here as well. PPG.
here
Looks
we
like
go.
there's a compound as FV. They managed to get the knockdown to arm. Not too sure where the rest of the team members are. Oh, they are out. They are in the other side of the compound. So, not going to say they're buddy for now. So, the girls, they will run over arm.
Yeah, I do hope they're not taking too much time to finish off one knockdown player because they did yesterday. And that hesitant caused them the whole team to go down. So hopefully they can clutch one team fight that's pretty decent this time. FV losing a lot of men, outnumbered for now. AK across them. We have Damansar Esport there as well.
Yeah, and Saitama ran himself over, so FV, they're down to 2 members, and Secret also lost 2 members as well. Yuhai and Matoy, they both fell to the blue, and now you have Ade from Steelheart running into the entirety of TRX, so he might be able to clutch this. Not really sure. TRX, they have the man advantage. It's just going to be a 2 versus 1. Jenny
wait,
gets
what?
shot by
Why?
Naoki from afar. TRX, now third-party intervention.
Oh, we can see here Kim, the star man for TRX right now. He'll need to clutch out for his team. He'll toss out the smoke, but he needs to be careful all around him. Just look at the gunfire coming in from multiple angles, especially Yuduga, who's smoking around.
Oh.
They're just passing by, say hello and goodbye by Naoki with the last one to be out here. Yudu drags and Fredo,
Drive
they're
by.
going right by. Still hard. This is tough for Ade, but that's the end of it. Gonna finish off by Fredo there on TRX. Will be gunned down by the rest of that. That's gonna be history for them placing themselves at 13th place.
That's a 2-for-1 offer. Yudu gang, they just came in and they left as quick as they came in with already 9 kills. Naoki, he was down, but they should be able to pick him out as now another fight ensues. Now PPG with AGMT right in front of them.
Oh man, the 2 Singaporean teams now, AGMT and PPG. Eclipse have been knocked out. Jerome and Xiao, they are behind on another building. They can't help Eclipse at this point. PPG, they are slowly but surely moving in, closing onto AGMT.
For the first time, we're looking at PPG going aggressive side this time around. AGMT only have 2 men left. FV, the same goes for them as well. But Damansara will be focused on FV on the side of PPG. Being pressured by the blue will force them to move forward.
Yeah, in AGMT, they, with members disadvantage, they have a good record over PPG, but PPG, they're also not in a good spot though. Their members are tanking the blue, so AGMT, they might be able to catch far off guard as far as pretty close to the compound, right beside that building. This circle is also not going to help these teams as well.
Oh, now they're in the same house as AGMT. They are inside already, but can they mop the floor out of AGMT at this point? We can see they are split between 2 teams at this point. While on the other side, Damansar was actually watching the action. They could be the third party in.
Or maybe FV just butting in the last minute too, because they can do that from behind. Nobody actually give them any attention at all. PPG attracting too much focus on their side here. Far trying to toss that nade onto the top of the building and trying to flush out AGMT. Xiao and Jerome playing it very well.
And
But
what
else?
herself?
What?
And
That was
is
just
that
a
is
disaster.
tragic. And AGMT, they might capitalize on this though. Jerome rotated to the 2nd floor. He just needs a bit of vision of where PPG is. And PPG, they're running out of time. They're tossing out those nades, but they're also tanking the blue. They gotta get far out when the blue takes her out. Baby Bell now, it's gonna be breathing right beside Xiao and Jerome. And they find her as well.
Oh, now Putri, can she clutch this out? We can see here Jerome just still inside the building. Xiao will be taken out. That's the third party coming in. And now Damansara Esports, they managed to get that 1 kill off, and AGMT is out of here.
Another 2 birds in 1 stone, just like how Yudu did. Now Damansara Esport proving them actually winning this one whole fight without doing anything, any effort at all. PPG and also man AGMT, that's gonna hurt them so much. Same goes for FV. AK now fighting against FV, who just wiped them off the floor.
And now the Dingoes getting ran over by Team Bosco as a Bravo is down. And it's not going to be much left of the Dingoes as Alpha's going to nail it onto the Dingo. The Dingo! The fancy footwork not from behind though will make sure that the Dingo's not going to lift his tail to tail.
Oh man, there you go. And the Dingoes is out at 9th place here, ladies and gentlemen. Bosco on the northern side, they have an entry point here. They are in a prime position for now. While the other teams, they need to fight off each other.
Oh, this is just going so bad for most of the teams. I'm talking about such a mess. And most teams actually fighting in the blue, they will not even trying to win here. We're talking about both teams losing, not even benefiting any teams at that point. The other third party will just take it away.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Putri made it into the circle. She was left to her own devices tanking the blue, but she did have medkits to work with. But now Yudu gang, they are probably in the best possible position. Again, Team Secret right in front of them. But this time, Team Secret, they're only down to 2 men.
And we can see here, just look at this, the number of teams very close by with each other. We have AKA Restart is in front of her, Bosco on the other side who could actually butt in. Damansari was behind. They are just so close to each other. We may see kill steals here left and right.
And yeah, everybody try to fight for the higher ground, but all those aside from AKA DMS, the others are actually quite in a decent line. I'm talking about you again. Again, Team Secret touching the rim here. Wita Expert. These 3 teams and coming out from the southern side. Gig Fam, 4 teams got themselves quite a clear path forging into the circle.
Yep, and good night, Princess. Putri finally succumbs to that blue zone. Nothing much that she can do. They try her best. A bit of disaster sieging 8 GMT, but now things are going to get pretty complicated with 7 teams around the same compound.
Yeah, 7 teams right now, 22 still alive, and we are now down to the 6th circle here, ladies and gentlemen. As we can see here, Yudu gang, they still maintain all 4 their team members, while Team Secret, I believe they only have like at least 2 or 3 team members.
But we do know their firepower is something to be feared with. Now Gig Fam down road managed to take a Kobe on Wita XP. Straight away they're rushing in because they do know that they don't have much time because the rest of the teams will march in and will join in the fight as well. So Gig Fam trying to play with a shack here, but I'm not sure if they want to stay up front. Just spraying over AKA, not connecting just yet, but if one person toss the nade in here.
Yeah, one nade's gonna end it all from Geek Fam. They gotta be really careful when they get the AKA. They smell it. They are tossing out those nades. Geek Fam, they drop the smoke, but that is gonna attract attention from AKA. Luyo with the spray. There's not much for Geek Fam to work with. They probably cornered themselves. Bosco, they get knocked out.
Oh, now we can see Geek Fam, they are having a hard time.
They're
He won't be finished already. He is out of here. And now Geek Fam will revive their teammates, but then again at the same time, the blue zone will close it onto them.
AKA Kichap, but Kichap, we call it the moment he got knocked out straight away. DMS and it seems like a very critical moment here. We start super long, will be taken down by Wu. Will be punished the moment he popped himself on that hill just now. DMS most Goku buying more time for his team.
Yep, that's the 4th party intervention. Aisha taking out Woozy when he is at such a good angle, but Snipes will also take Naomi off. And the nade coming in from Carl. Suproline gets bombed, but Moss Goku also goes down as well.
Oh, Carl now still alive, but then again, 3 team members of Damansara Esports, they will be on their feet. Geek Fam is still stuck in that little hut.
And also, Loyu is still around the corner playing along with the healing game. I'm not sure how much he has utility on the side. That will be AKA eliminated for now at 14 place. But Yudu spreading out with airdrop in between. Geek Fam playing with the bridge smoke and SP. It's just really tough to somebody to save him off. Carl might just finish off NSP. Team Secret only 2 men.
Yep, and he does just that. So they'll find Carl though, each on getting the revenge, but he will be taken out by Sane. We're down to the top 3 teams. Geek Fam, Yudu Gang, and Team Secret. This is going to be absolutely deadly.
Oh, this is so deadly because here the next circle actually favors a little bit more towards the side of Geek Fam. Yudu Gang has the longest route into the safe zone. Team Secret, pretty decent somewhere in between.
But both, I say Yudu Gang and also Gig Fam have the most advantage in terms of manpower. But Team Secret, you do know they kind of worrisome when it comes in pairs too. You do know, okay, try to scope down on Gig Fam first. They have this small shack. Do they have enough grenade to toss it out?
Hopefully they do, because Yudu Gang, we've seen them in this position many times, and they've been able to clutch this out. You can see Drax moving forward with their UAZ. They just need to catch a sight of Geek Fam, because the entirety of Geek Fam, they actually clump together. So I would say that's a huge disadvantage. They're attracting attention with the smoke as well.
Oh, there you go. They've shown themselves a little bit there. Drax putting a lot of pressure on the side of Geek Fam, while at the same time on their left side, Team Secret is lurking behind for the side. They have the vehicles, they will move forward with them, and now we can see iShots respond off a jumper. And now can Jumper get the kill on iShots? He's still one way.
Gig Zane trying to spray it over on Yudu Gang. Too much to handle for Yudu Gang right now. But Gig Zane attract They use Team Secret side as well. Damroot tossing a lot of nades, and also the rest of the team, they're trying to just move forward here, trying to find the rest of Team Secret. Where is Rex and Aisha, who's just playing around with the blue zone right now?
And that's probably the smartest thing that Team Secret can do with a man disadvantage. Drax, he is slowly inching himself forward, and Geek Fam, they're gonna spread Damroot apart, but Naoki does get sprayed from my shots from afar, and that's going to be one man down for Yudu Gang. At least Rex also in the red.
Oh my goodness, Aisha, you just had to be the spawn here, ladies and gentlemen. And the second one, Drax been taken out by Aisha as well. Drax is far away from the rest of Yudu. Oh,
the third one!
Fredo almost and Aisha still alive, but not for long. There you go, Aisha is out of here.
But at the same time, they deal a lot of damage on the side of Yudu Gang. They have to pay for it for now. For Yudu, suffers it. And Geekfan seems like they might just try and do the chicken dinner.
Yeah, Geek Fam looking for their third chicken dinner. Fredo the first one to down. Drax is also knocked down as well. So we're down to one member from the side of Yudu Gang who is still alive. It's going to be Jumper taking on 4 members of Geek Fam. Jumper is playing Guerrilla Warfare. I'm not sure if you can do this. The blue is also closing in as well.
Oh, this is insane. We have seen Jumper and Jake Clutch 1v4, but then again, this is just too much for him, and there you go. Geek Fam are your winner chicken dinner and winners and right now.
So close.
Man, what a fight.
You know what? If Team Secret didn't fight Yudu just now, it might just be Yudu game because they got stuck in the shack of Geek Fam. They are there for you.
Not gonna lie, I'm not used to seeing Axel like that.
Without his mustache, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah,
It looked like so baby face.
I know, right? Something's missing there. Baby face.
It doesn't sit in when it's baby face. And the way he stares, he's like, "I'm trying to find you," and then you know what?
It's
And then it's like,
The babyface ruins
oh.
everything.
yeah, very true. We did ask him why didn't he just shave half of the mustache? It'd be more perfect though.
Well, we have 2 more weeks to go, so you never know if it surprises
Yeah.
you and all of us as well. But talking about surprises here, AGMT, come on guys, get yourself that chicken dinner already.
Yeah, it's about time. But they are near Kingsman, another team, probably the 2 favorite Singaporean teams, pretty close with each other. But AGMT, the more aggressive ones, they would voluntarily, gladly take out this compound fight.
Shout the Dogo.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually the new skin.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Anubis.
Pharaoh skin, right?
Anubis is actually Anubis, but at the same time, yeah, I'm not used to see a different kind of creature head.
Creature head.
What kind of true? It's not even a helmet.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, yeah.
That's pretty scary if you look at it.
Very,
close up.
very.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of aggression even on their look.
Yeah.
So at least when they kill someone, they look into their eyes, like look into my red eyes.
You know who should, which team should have that? Dingoes. That would fit them perfectly.
Yeah.
The Dingoes
That's right.
should have
But
that.
if they put a cat hat on top of that, it's gonna be meowing away.
You-
You get kills, and it doesn't feel right.
Dude, if cats are scary.
No, cat's not that scary.
Well, as long as it's not given to EVOS VIP, because
Yeah.
they haven't been
I
roaring,
agree.
unfortunately. They've
Yep.
been meowing today.
Yeah, very purring as well. So we're gonna wait and see for them to perform, including TRX Elementus here. TRX, we've seen it performing very well consistency for week 1, but they just lost their mojo in week 2.
It's pretty scary as well. They are currently 8th place in the overall standings by the start of the day, but so far they only got 1 point after 2 rounds. They're at the bottom of the daily standings. The standing is definitely going to change. They will be pushed down, which is pretty sad considering how far they came, despite having the odds against them.
Yeah, that's actually very true. So, Kim, we did see him put on a really good show yesterday, especially in Miramar. But, yep, again, it's been 2 games already. Nowhere to be found much for TRX.
I'm gonna have a wait and see because this time Vikendi heavy compound map. We talked about this before, and we kind of witnessed when it comes to going for a certain formation that, if I'm not mistaken, last week Mark Toy kind of not executing what they planned to do in a bigger map.
Yeah, I think Vikendi has been kind of the Achilles heels for a lot of teams, right? Because they're so compound heavy. The circle for Vikendi has not been kind at all so far, which kind of really shakes out the team. I think it's frustrating for the players as well because they are expecting to gain more ground, but it just ends up being the same as other maps.
At least it's not as bad as Hatin or Sanhok Circle. Come on, guys.
I agree.
I know you won't agree with me this entirely.
We can say it's not as bad, but still, I think the players they do want a bit more security when they're playing on Vikendi.
Yeah, but talking about security here, can Steelheart secure this position? They are only playing with 3 team members. Woolsey is alone though, but that's a very bold, daring move for Woolsey as it now Ade jumps up and there you go. The jump shot, but then again does not connect. Ade now down to 10% of health. He will go for the rush in there. Woolsey, can you finish on Ade? Yes, he managed to get the load up, but he needs to reload quickly.
No, you know what? Because that's just gonna hurt. Wolvesy came here solo, and he kind of, you know, if he has an extra man alongside with him, he might actually clutch that one out.
Yeah, I call that a win for Steelhearts, right? They was knocked down, but they get 1 free kill in return. Considering the fact that they're playing with 3 members, that is a minor advantage, and AKA, not really sure what the idea was. But they're gonna try though. They're gonna drive in with Kichak and Ruyo. They're gonna clean up what Adek started.
Seriously? 2 people? But then again, look at this Superman. He's knocked down to the left side. Low you have been knocked down. Now Kichak is all alone. And Superman, it's gonna be 1v3. Oh my goodness. What are they doing here? Superman knows where Kichak is at. And now Kichak is waiting for the right moment. But then again,
what?
Really?
This is a disaster.
Really?
This is just plan going to fail really hard on the side of AKA. Potential, the whole team of being wiped out is pretty high, and the percentage as well is not going to look good on the side of AKA. Still hard. I have to give them a lot of credit here. 3-person holding their ground for such a long time.
Oh god.
This is amazing play by Steelheart. I'm not sure what AKA was doing, but apparently Steelheart 3 men on, you know, 4 doesn't make a difference.
It's a good play from Steelheart, but what was that from AKA? That was.
What was that? Yeah.
What?
Oh, now Team Secret wants a bit of it too.
Oh,
I am speechless.
I am absolutely speechless. That is like, I'm sorry to say, that is very amateur of them to do that kind of mistake.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe just Steelheart's play is better. I'll play them at the same time. They have only 3 men. They hold that compound quite well because they've been focusing onto only one particular angle. If only they approach at the same time, rushing it in, you know, they're halfway in, another half foot out. That's what happened.
They kind of just, they didn't fully commit, right? Like, I understand why Wolvesy is there. Probably want to do some recon, but after he went down, Kicha and they drove right in without much intel, so that was very questionable from AKA, but with all that being said and done, Steelhearts get 3 free points and AKA are down to their last legs.
And they only had 2 team members when they had that second rush in. Not even the third member with
The member was looting somewhere else.
Yeah, it was looting somewhere else. It's definitely going to be like, what, 2 against the entire squad.
It feels like a bit of miscommunication between the teams, but that's aside. Hopefully they can actually, well, wait until the late game. Only have 1 man side on AKA. Hopefully I did jinx them the moment I called them today, like just now. But back down to Gig Fam here. They will probably take this cement factory just for themselves. I kind of question, why didn't Team Secret rush in for Steelhearts just now? They got the intel. They kind of get the idea how many people inside of that compound, but they didn't want to take a fight. It's so rare to see Team Secret standing down from a fight.
Yeah, but then at the same time, I feel like if you compare Secret and Yudu would probably be the one that is more inclined to do that, to rush in and mop things up. But Secret, they don't mind taking the backseat, and it has always worked for them. They always have the firepower from people like Ice Shot, so they're fine with moving away. Steelhearts, they already got crippled, so Secret can deal with them later on.
But talking about Yudu here, ladies and gentlemen, so looks like Fredo as well as Drax, they will pair with each other. We saw a lot of pairing between Fredo as well as Naoki coming up with Freaky, but then again now, in this round, it seems like they've split up. It's a different pairing now, Fredo and Drax.
Now Kingsman having all 4 men around the corner. Hopefully he won't get shot here for Vex crossing the road right in the open. With a lot of Yudu gang members around the corner, we will have our first airdrop in here with 4 times scope. Also a Groza, but here I'm not sure who will get it because Dingo seems like they will migrate into a different compound.
Yeah, Dingoes are one of the teams that love to rotate late, and they love to rotate outside the perimeter of the circle. They like to play on the outskirts. We've seen that from day one, from the get-go, from day one, and they're still keeping that personality with them, which is good because they hardly run into fights. But now MPD, he is surrounded by AGMT.
Yeah, he was the last member of AKA just now who was looting somewhere else, but okay, good thing this time his position is not compromised. But then, ladies and gentlemen, this is the loot box Yeah, I said already. Come on. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much. Catch the PMPL loot. Like and follow PUBG Mobile Esports Malaysia while you're at it. And purchase the
Yep, that just happened. But by the way, reminding me of the similar situation at 420 before this. That's where AKA right now when it comes to AGMT around their compound. They didn't realize there's one more team in there. Well, Team Secret got themselves the Groza. We're gonna wait and see. Will they stay quiet this time?
Oh, never mind.
Never mind that. MQD, sorry to say.
He is out. Goodbye.
You know, I should not call any teams anymore.
Yeah, but AGMT, they also suffer some casualties, right? Ninja got knocked out by Axis NRL, so their attention was drawn away for a bit, but at least they get MPD.
I have no words to describe AK in this round, really.
Yeah, to be fair.
I'm so sorry. I have no words to describe them. From the get-go, they were really poor and then not too sure what one person was doing at a compound where AGMT was there at the same time. So, okay, to be fair, he could have been there first and AGMT came later, but then again, it's still...
You cannot
just
expect
poor
too much.
coordination.
I think maybe just a bit of miscommunication going on. Sometimes, you know, one person say this and the other person say no, and they're just jumbled over. But back about PPG, they will be approached by none other than Team Secret here, Baby Bell and the rest of them. Where are they? Because I'm not liking the fact that PPG always go 4 people in different places.
Yeah, Far has been taken up, but Bravo now also taking some shots from Steelheart from afar. That's the smoke grenade to provide a bit of cover. The rest of Dingoes are nearby as well. So Dingoes, the team that likes to play at the perimeter, sometimes the disadvantage is you run into teams that gatekeep the safe zone.
Oh, but just looking at this, Steelheart, they are in, I believe this is the same compound as earlier. Knowing that their cons is that they're only playing with 3 team members, they don't make big moves, so it's good for them to stay in this compound.
Yeah, still Hearts. They have been saying this forever. I say they don't even need to move if it's not necessary. They have been holding this compound quite well. While Team Secret already start the fight against PPG. Bosco, on the other hand, start on fighting against Evil's VIP there. Seems like 4 teams are clashing for now, but which team will be out first?
It's Judgment Day for PPG, and unfortunately the Queens might be taken over by the Emperors. If they've already lost 2 members, Yuhai is going to drive right in. They do see Putri though on their snowmobile, but Putri, the princess, gets shot down mid-air as Tiara tries to drive away and bail on her teammate, but they say the captain goes down with the fleet and PPG bow out.
The Queens of Vikendi unfortunately bow out at 15th place, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, it's just so heart-wrenching to see what the from the previous game up to this game, like it just falls apart for them.
Yeah, it's the morale definitely took a hit.
Definitely. When it comes to PPG, we are waiting for their debut to actually get that aggression going on. But inside of this, EVOS VIP versus Bosco, they have a very long standoff. We've seen Team Secret versus PPG done and dusted, but EVOS VIP still hiding in the corners of their own compounds, while they have the other side is just Bosco. Oh, yep. Both Sam taking each other out.
Yeah, exactly. And in the last map as well, in Erangel, the same situation happened where Bosco tried to swarm Evo's VIP. Seems like they're about to do the same again, as Zamzi will be finished off by Z. They also have Kuza there. Kuza managed to get a knock, but he's not going to live for long as Asfa takes him out, and Evo's VIP only has 1 more man to work with.
Oh, only 1 more there. We can see in the other house, we can see a Nga with the micro Uzi finishing Kuza off, and there's 1 more left. Luxy on the other side. He needs to crash this out. It's like what? The entire squad against him, but he's still buying time for himself. Where is one? Oh, there's no more other team members. Haikul is playing, but unfortunately he's out as well.
Yeah, trying to swap between the Molotov. He tried to just making sure the rest of Team Bosco will not advance to the second story and pop himself that smoke so he can jump out of the window probably. But try to bait it out for first couple of seconds here. Luxy being very quiet. Hopefully he can buy more time, but I don't think this will last very long of him.
Yeah, they definitely know that he's there. They see the Molotov, they see the smoke, so at least Luxy covers the window for a bit. But Bosco can just take their time. They shouldn't suffer too much losses. They're just prepping for this, you know, like the SWAT team about to go in and flush out this one last member of EVO's VIP. As long as Nga heals up, they're going to run in, down straight to the second floor.
Yep, and there you go. The siege has started here, ladies and gentlemen. Nga in the
Oh!
forefront. Nga. Oh, okay. I thought they at least finished Nga and secured at 1 point, but then again, you can't get away from this.
Yeah.
They have to rush at the same time. If not, it will be the same thing happening against AKA against the Steelheart moment again. But Gig Fam here with a Mini 14 taking the shots onto the crosshair of DMS there. Zix They struggled quite a lot just to spot down where is exactly QB standing in, because right now they kind of got punished the moment their preemptive shot didn't hit. But this circle though, very tricky one, because the structures out there is not much to work with, not much compound, plus it's kind of have to depend a lot of the terrain.
Yeah, Secret's going to be happy with this circle. But Damroot did lose his helmet early on to Damansara, so slight disadvantage for GeekFam right there. But we're also at the same time looking at V-Star experts, possibly going to clash with Dingoes. This has been a long drawn-out standoff between these two teams, and of course Steelhearts at the corner, at the southern side of the compound. Dingo, excuse me, still trying to find a way into V-Star experts compound.
And we can see here Yudu Gang making that long rotation on the left side of the map, trying to find a good angle into the safe zone. So now not only the safe zone, they managed to get themselves a compound. That's a good start for Yudu Gang so far.
Yeah, Yudu Gang, hopefully they try to play it when it's necessary, only then you take the fight. They don't want to go blindly at first, but at the same time they're hovering around the corners of the circle, which not having the most teams out there. So they will try to stay you know, saving up a bit for the economy. It won't damage them that much, but at the same time gatekeeping this around.
Yeah, and it's fine for Yudu Gang, but unfortunately there's no team that's coming in from their side. Yudu Gang will just play it slow. In week 1, we talk about Yudu Gang being the last few teams to suddenly appear out of nowhere and clean things up. They've kind of switched up their playstyle with Jumper replacing Man Parang, and it has not been working out so far. Maybe except for the previous round. So we'll see how this turns out.
Oh, now we can see a GeekFam and Team Secret now. Matoy with the spray go on to snipe, and snipe now down to 50% of health. We can see a Saint as well trying to find a good angle, trying to find where Matoy is. But Matoy is all alone behind the stone. It's not easy for them to try and find Matoy. Rex is on the left side trying to give cover.
And Matoy and Rex both going for the front line. Yuhai kind of want to get for a flank side, and also their blind spot here. Well, I'm not seeing one more person of Team Secret, which is going to be iShot. Where will he be? He's probably going to snipe it over from the backside there as well. While GeekFam tossing a lot of grenades so far, not connected. The preemptive shot seems like won't connect as well from the side of Team Secret.
Yeah, keep your eyes on Yuhai though. He is on the high ground, has the vantage point. He's going to be the factor that takes out the rest of GeekFam. You hardly see Team Secret clumped up together. They always spread their forces apart, and each of these members can hold their own ground. So GeekFam, they have to be really careful of the sniper.
Oh man, Yuhai now with the M4 still scoping on the side of GeekFam. GeekFam, they are staying in the compound though. All these teams, good news is that they are in the safe zone. iShot, he's not been seen on screen yet. He could be going flanking on the other side. Yeah, there you go. iShot is just behind.
Yep, and now Yuhai try to put the pressure on this side, making sure that GeekFam have no entry out or no exit at all. We're talking about them circling them slowly. Feels like command and conquer from the side of Team Secret here, but at the same time, GeekFam, they are experienced when it comes to CQC and being rushed. They know how to hold their compounds. This is going to be the third airdrop with MMK14 as well. So these are your PMPL loot. Just hit it and then punch in the code. Not wasting any more time for code hunters, because there's a lot of loot will be offered here for you guys throughout the whole tournament.
Exactly, and also we saw just now for Damroot's helmet, it has been knocked out completely by Damansara Esports earlier on. So GeekFam, because of Team Secret's position, they will be forced to fight. They can't run away right now. The only way forward is to take out Team Secret.
Yeah, the only way is to take out Team Secret. But look at this. This may force the fight, because we can see, based on the minimap, the circle actually moves. But okay, we get a clearer vision here. So GeekFam is just nice there. They will need to move irregardless after this.
Yeah.
They will have to cut across Team Secret, or even after that, they have to fight against Damansara Esports. They're still Hearts right in the middle of it. They've been holding that compound like forever. For the rest of the team, especially FV, will rotate a bit late. They have to cut across. Yudu Gang, pick the fight. You want Bosku or Yudu Gang or even AGMT? On the side of the West, it seems like a bit heavy fighting compound. For coming up from the North though, only exists in our and V-Star, so they don't have that too much blood in their hands.
Yep, and AGMT, they're gonna take out Bosku immediately. Eclipse does down one member, and that nade will find Asfar as well. So Bosku not really in too much of a hot spot, as they have 3 members to work with, but they should be able to pick Asfar back up. As you can see, Mos Goku off screen does find iShot, but Xiao is gonna be keeping on flank watch as iShot gets finished off by Mos Goku.
Oh my goodness, that will definitely fall Team Secret's plan there on trying to get GeekFam. But then again, Damansara Esports, they just had to buy it, managed to get that one kill off iShots, and now Team Secret, Plan B maybe?
They were kind of fan out just now. So the one that they're actually trying to save is the one at the back. iShot is far from the rest of Marto and also Rax. While on AGMT and also Bosku, they have been going this tango for such a long time. One more airdrop just now, but Bosku tried to push it in towards AGMT. At the same time, being very meticulous about it.
Yep, and Boss will need to find a way to AGMT as Sam does get shot. They also do some damage onto Shao, so this is going to be a pretty even standoff. Just now we saw on the map Flash Vision, they actually drove straight into Yudu Gang, so hopefully they were able to make it through, but with the blue closing in, Bosku, they have to find a way past AGMT.
Yep, Bosco needs to move first because they are closer to the blue zone. AGMT, they can still like pucker their way around to the next compound. We can see here half of the compound still within the safe zone.
Now, airdrop number 4, M249, 8 times scope. I'm not sure if there's any Gila suit available in there because that will be super crucial. Based on the last circle we saw, probably going to be in an open area, open map. So Gila suit will be super, super handy. I'm waiting for the code, but you know what?
Holding my breath.
Sometimes they just make it hard for me. No, yeah, thanks for that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes it happens, you know. Like Choo always say, you don't get everything you want in life. But the blue is closing in. AGMT is going to be the first one to make a move. As you look at this circle now, Geek Fam, they are still stuck outside, but because of Damansara Esports, they probably save Geek Fam's backside for a bit by taking out ice shots.
We can see here a lot of teams actually on the northern side. Just look at the spread there. There's no way that they can rotate without taking fights, that's for sure.
Northwest. This is super heavy coming out from them, but still Hearts, how much longer can they go against the world? We're talking about only 3 men on the start from the start of the game here. Damansara squeezing themselves in the last minute into the circle. Mavatra coming out from that is going to be TRX. FV going to have to cut across Kingsman or TRX. They have to pick one fight. Either way, it's going to be a bloody bloodbath later on because, like you know, the Great Migration has happened.
Yep, and with that Great Migration, Bosku, they want to dodge AGMT, but they run into Yudu Gang instead. So Yudu Gang gets a free wipe, but not at the cost of 2 members getting knocked down. So Yudu Gang will spend some time, but the blue is still pretty far away, so they do have that room to work with.
Yeah, should be decent amount of time for them to recover for now, but then again, they need to decide what to do next quickly. And now, right in front of them, the Dingoes, they will make that rotation. But, oh my goodness, they almost dodged the bullet there. Star Access was waiting on the left side.
Yeah, that's very true. And luckily, you do some team members being knocked down. If not, they'll be trying to spray all their bullets towards Dingoes there. At the same time, the blue closing in, and now Dingoes rushing into TRX. Elemental territory. Didn't see this one coming because we're talking about them already sieging this for TRX.
Ziso's gonna go a really crucial name! And that is the one that he needs to find. AG will be down in Ziso. He might be the hero right now as Dingoes are caught in a horrible spot. AGME gets knocked out by TRX. This is their chance to swarm the Dingoes. The Dingoes, they invade their compound, but they're gonna pay the price as Bravo goes down. Dingo, they pick their head. Knock does down Jimboy, but Kim's gonna come around from the side.
GG now. He need to clutch it out for this team. We can see here that, Janek is the last one standing.
Yudu's coming in.
Yudu is coming in. Who invited them to the party? RSVP sent out, they accepted it, and now they're joining in.
And Yudu always like to do this. This might be a huge reaping for Yudu. They see TRX, they see Dingoes, but they're not committing. They're playing on the outside. They're tossing nades in to cripple everyone. And Drax will find Nuck in the building. And GG is the only one alive. And Yudu say, we are here. The mop-up crew has arrived.
Oh my goodness, Yudu Gang. The moment they come in, they do know that they will take away all this fight on their hands. FV on the other hand, taking a fight against Kingsman. But Yudu, there's going to be only one team emerge out of this war fight. And Yudu, brother, with a micro Uzi, he needs to clip himself, reload at the same time because it's going to be CQC all the way.
Oh man, they're just spraying everywhere here. They're still not done yet. We can see Janik on the other side as well as Zico. And now Jumper, waiting for the right moment, will pop out the smoke. And Drax now trying to find the next one. And there you go. One more kill fight for Yudu Gang. But then again, in front of them, there's Ziso still waiting. Will he get away from this?
Yeah, Ziso, he was the hero for TRX, but now he might also fall victim. It was supposed to be between TRX and Dingoes, but Yudu, as usual, are the party crashers, and they're just hunting for this last survivor of TRX.
Ziso trying to smoke away whatever he can to make it out alive and well, but I don't see that one coming. Too much Yudu. Members here marking off the second floor. This out. Managed to knock down and jump, but that's going to be TRX Elementals place themselves at the 10th spot.
Oh man, the one and only Yudu gang. Just look at this. They are now the one and only in this compound. That's why I can tell you that 6 kills on the board for Yudu gang. Flushing out while waiting all 4 their team members.
Yeah, this is Yudu, the classic Yudu. They always do this. They always show up uninvited. But another uninvited guest is going to be Kingsman trying to surround Flash Vision, who only seemingly have 2 members left alive.
Don't know what happened to them. Seems like they're having a rough run as well. But none of these teams we witnessed just now will be inside of the circle because, like it or not, they will be gatekeep for the next one.
We can see here, look at this. Oh,
Never mind.
never mind. Yeah, Flash Vision is out at 9th place. Unfortunately, this gives room for Kingsman to move in.
Yep, and if you look at the circle just now, Geek Fam somehow managed to make it in, and now Secrets are the one being gatekept by both Geek Fam and Damansara Esports. But Kingsman, like I said, they have room to work with, but they can drive straight into Yudu gang.
Oh, now looking at this hillside with so many trees only to cover from. Yudu got themselves try as fast as possible to get to the higher grounds. Damansara trying to stay out of it while Kingsman having a bit of problem to fight against the whole team of Yudu gang. Kingsman not have enough men on the front line. They have one knockdown for Insider. Now Vax trying to do the plays, but Cabo being flanked out by the other side of Yudu gang members there. I don't see they coming out from being circling off Yudu all over the place.
Oh, they're going for the rush, but they jumper have been knocked down. We can see it now. Okay, going for the front line. Can he get the kills out? Fredo on the other side as well. And there you go, the Kingsman. They will be waiting in the lobby for the next round.
Yep, it did come at a cost though, as Yudu gang lost jumper, but Team Secret also suffering from casualties. Look at them, they're caught in the middle of everything. Yuhai was able to be revived, but they did lose Manto in the process as Moss Goku now taking pot shots at NRL from afar.
Oh, coming up from behind for DMS is none other than Yudu again. They cannot too focus what's in front. We talk about them being just let their bear being naked there. We're talking about Yudu trying to approach there. At the same time, Team Secret have to cut across. The circle is not with them this time. DMS waiting and gatekeeping this one. Still hot. How the hell they're still alive?
Oh,
What a shot from Fredo. Super Mao is down. Drax also saw the rest of Steelheart. Yudu gang, this is going to be one of those runs where they pick up the scraps leading to the chicken dinner.
and Fredo has BB Suit as well, and Super Mom, there's no way he's going to be saved there. Zral now down to 50% of health, and now, oh, just check this out. Oh, Riv managed to get the knockdown to Drax.
And popping out the smoke just to revive their friends. Friends first, then the enemy. That's what they are trying to play all the way. It's going to be the tactic for Yudu gang. That's how they win every single game.
Yeah, and they definitely have time to revive Drax, so it's not going to be too bad for Yudu, but Damansara Esports probably are in the best spot right now. Partially of the compound in the circle, all 4 members alive.
Yep, Super Mom, we can see here has been finished off by Epi, so a lot of work done by Yudu. Oh, what is this? Mantai opening up the door, and the door back to the lobby as well.
They place themselves at 7s. That's not going to be happy about it. DMS, they got this quite strong on the second week here. Ichong even pick a fight against Gigfan. Out of nowhere, NRL taking one down still hard. They place themselves quite decently this time at 6th place. With 3 men, I have to say, that's a lot of respect coming out from the Kaza's desk.
Yeah, and with that being said, Drax now gonna turn their attention onto V-Star Expert. Carl has been knocked down. V-Star Expert severely crippled, and Carl actually dies, so V-Star Expert bows out. Yudu gang getting even more room to work with as they make it to top 4.
And now Yudu gang, they have the geography, a little bit of elevation there, so they can get good angles here. But look at this right from the axis, NRL and PX, a full squad, still somewhat in the circle.
Yudu racking the kills at 10 points now. 5 kills, half of what Yudu gang have to offer for Damansara Esports. At the same time, beholding this compound, the moment they got rushed in by Team Secret, they see that one coming. So how will Gigfan approach? Will it take another fight here against another team, which is going to be NRL? Or will it be Damansara charging into Yudu first?
Yep, Geek Fam somehow still surviving, but maybe not for long as Axis NRL do have their scopes onto Geek Fam. But Yudu gang, if they can somehow clear out Damansara Esports, it's going to be huge. But they're going to start firing onto NRL. Geek Fam out in 4th place. Naoki will down Leto first.
Oh, NRL, they are really pressured by Yudu gang. They can't move away from their position, but this next circle looks like will favor Yudu gang as well as Damansara Esports. Oh my goodness, somebody again bought the circle.
This is gonna be a hell of a battle. NRL, on the other hand, I have no clue how they're gonna march into the circle because 2 gigantics team fight. Teams are in there. It's gonna be Damansara versus Yudu first.
This is going to be huge though. Drax has been bombed by Ichong, but Fredo now, he also wants to do something himself. Just toss out the utility. Ichong drove forward behind the rock. Drax managed to cross to safety. So this is going to be a breath of relief for Yudu Gang as the circle now favors Damansara and Axis NRL. Yudu again placed in a precarious position as Damansara might be looking to rush in and finish off the last vestige of Yudu Gang.
Oh, we can see here they are getting closer and closer to Yudu Gang. They are trying to fight throughout the smoke as Zig with the micro Uzi. They know that they are just about them, but then again doesn't have clear vision. We can see here 3 team members of Yudu Gang. They are starting to make their spread out, trying to find a good angle to hopefully defend their location.
But in terms of manpower, Damansara have 4 on their side. Yudu Gang only have 3 singles for NRL Axis. They're Rith, Pamburu, and also Appy try to clutch things out. Try to land a cross on top of Damansara probably first, but they're right across Yudu Gang here. It's going to be a 3-way wall.
Yep, and Naoki on flank watch as Drax sticks with Fredo. So Naoki again being the supporting cast for Yudu Gang as the nade does come up from Pamburu. It's not going to land onto anyone. Unfortunately, a bit short of DMS. Ichong will find NRL Epi. The attention from Damansara Esport has spread out. Drax now pops his head out, trying to take off. Damansara Esport is not going to work out though as Pamburu finds his head and kills him off.
Oh, Pamburu does take that knockdown onto Yudu Gang. He sees them. They jump onto the other side, but then again Pamburu doesn't have a clear shot here. And from Pamburu managed to get a knockdown to Naoki.
Oh my god, that pistol shot coming out from Pamburu is crazy, insanely mind-blowing. Now Zex trying to zigzag away. Oh my goodness, the Yudu Gang plays themselves at third place. That pixel shot from Pamburu is just so good, brilliantly well done.
And like you say, Sir, called the star transfer of the season. Pamburu doing it huge for Axis NRL again as Ichong takes on the fight, but Pamburu still left unchecked. He's just going to start spraying at Damansara Esport. Damansara Esport, they should be able to do this. They have the man advantage. It's going to be a 3 versus 1.
Wow, can he get him? But no, it's just too much, right? But then again, winner, chicken dinner goes to Damansara Esport.
My oh my, Damansara is on a roll since day 5 down to day 2 and down to day 3 of week 2 here. Day 5 was last week and that means they're like what, day 7 and 8? Wow, they are... But we're gonna jump straight into the final game here today. Sunhawk, the circle. That's what's really important here, right now, because it will be crazy one. But here are the voting results for you guys. Damansara still beating off Secret, but we will just ignore Yudu Gang because they are just unstoppable. For the rest of the team, I'm liking the numbers. They keep on going up.
Come on, Axis. Come on, guys. Axis deserve more than that.
They went up to 0.8 from 0.6, so that's something. But still, I think they do deserve more credit than they're given. But Damansara, yeah, they can keep that. They got their chicken dinner just now, but this flight path, man, I love it.
Well, I'm loving this because at least usually when this kind of flat pipe won't be hard in circle, so it's okay.
Well,
And we get a heart in circle.
And yeah, well, you never know. But then again, just look at this. Steelheart again playing with only 3 team members. Lorenzo, the captain of Steelheart's not in the lineup for now. And for PPG, they swapped out Far for Moy. So they will have a little bit of a change there.
Badu! Yay! Best observer. Observer Malaysia, memang Padu. Yes, yes. I took a good look at Exa just now. Still can't get used to it.
He's smiling the whole day, so I cannot blame him with his new baby face. But we're looking at a circle. This is what I'm talking about. It's going to be okay. Going to be a tough fight when it comes to the mid game because there's one small river in between. If it ended up in cave, then that's going to be a problem.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, imagine a multi-level in cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I wouldn't mind seeing that circle.
I have not seen a cave circle
Okay,
before.
I personally want to see a cave, but I've seen it once before. It was funny though.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you go. So we want a cave circle, but Yudu with their usual drop and Dingoes again usual drop as well. They love the boot camp, but this time PPG they're not gonna contest boot camp anymore. They're actually pretty far away. Actually, towards the southern side, I think.
And now we're talking about Ball School. They haven't had their best performance at all for the last 3 days. These 3 days, they keep getting themselves at the bottom of all the numbers out there.
Yeah, Bosco, who actually entered the first week with a really good performance, actually didn't get that chicken dinner, but then again, in terms of placement, kill points, they're pretty steady, but then again, kind of a little bit falling off the charts. Hopefully, they don't fall any further.
We're going to have to wait and see. Can Sunhawk be a miracle for them? Well, it's just tough run for them because week one, you remember how aggressive they were.
Oh yeah.
Super aggressive. If I'm not mistaken, they were actually the top 5 almost the whole week.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I think it also could be the effect, right? When you play in an aggressive manner and you're not able to get results out of it, it tends to impact the team in how they want to play. I think that has kind of gotten to PPG at one point, so Boss School might have fell victim to that. But a switch up is sometimes good as well. Access NRL, they are gonna take over Paradise Resort.
Well, we don't have resurgence here. If not, it will be a resurgence place. But speaking of, I just have to get it out of my head here, which is gonna be the Mansara, the new coach,
Batman.
Batman. Kind of remind me of the song, the
Oh.
bad guy song.
Oh, Billie Eilish. Oh yeah. And you remember
Okay.
Cloud made the joke, about Batman, if they didn't
Yeah.
get. Well, unfortunately, Cloud, they got the chicken dinner. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just saying, day one and impact immediately. Are we realistic?
We're
I'm so
not,
sorry.
Okay, no,
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
We are not giving him 100% credit, but you have to admit that he did have some kind of impact, right? To a certain
Yeah,
extent.
I know
I-
what's our impact. He has impact over the girls now.
They got the votes and they got the chicken dinner. That's a win-win for me.
But I have to agree the fact that he just entered within week 2, it just shows a tremendous performance on the side of Damansara Esports.
Oh, yeah, I think compared to week 1 when they played, it's definitely
The
not like this.
the last day was different. Even though they got themselves a last chicken dinner of the day for week 1, day 5, but it's not the same chicken dinner they earned themselves here today.
Yeah, I think that is the biggest distinct difference, right? One is you kind of just got it. The other one, they really worked their way. They really worked hard for it. It's not just a 1v1 situation. They had to go through so many hurdles, and they deserve to catch that break for now. But Yudu Gang, they have yet to gotten theirs.
Oh man, Yudu Gang is the story of like, I'm almost there. No.
It's like you give a lollipop to a kid and you take it away.
Remember the meme, right? It's like the "Let Me In" meme. Yudu Gang is that guy right now, outside the fence.
Oh yeah.
It's like chicken dinner on the other side, and that fence was secret, and then Damansara, and then X is NRL.
Yeah, just had to spoil the party for Yudu Gang, but then again, well, they
That's
did-
karma, They,
Yeah, they spoiled someone else's party
they
first.
spoiled 2 parties.
That's how Gig Fam feel like, how they felt last week saying this for EVO's VIP. You remember how EVO's VIP almost clutched so many games last week as well? But now they just, I don't know, so many teams are not performing this week. But I'm liking the fact that a lot of underdogs or even not a mainstream team that have so many supporters out there, they are rising up from the dead.
Oh yeah, that only a handful, I think less than 5 teams that have yet to show their prowess. I think Flash Vision, other than the Rubber Chicken, they are just kind of back to their old performance that people have been waiting for to be great. Kingsman as well. PPG, AGMT is still not getting the chicken dinner. But Kingsman going for a boat ride. They just escaped Flash Vision, who did shot Vex a bit, so at least they made it up with their lives.
Yep. The Singaporean team so far, well, I have to say that's still hard. Playing with only 3 team members, impressive indeed in the previous game. So again, they're going to take that challenge of again playing 3 team members. So we'll see whether the results is still the same.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially Kingsman, right? Last week performance will just on par. The same goes for the Titan teams. But there's gonna be the PMPL loot on Sunhawk. And just, I'm not gonna announce the code, but I'm gonna read it out. BDPEZBC BZQ4N. So if you catch up that pretty fast, you might just win yourself a great package coming out from the PMPL itself for the loot.
I wanted to read it, but no, they pulled the overlays away. Come on.
It's
Yeah.
okay. You'll come
I'll
up again.
get my
It's
share. I'll get
okay.
my share soon.
Yeah.
But PPG they did do a bit of swap for this final game. So hopefully the Moi coming in is going to elevate their gameplay a bit, because she was on the main roster for the entirety of week 1. So perhaps going back to that is going to help. But AKA in the previous round, absolute disaster. They suicided to Steelheart, but at least now they learned their lesson. They're playing safe. But EVO's VIP, they're lurking around.
Yep, EVOS VIP with Heiko coming into the team here. Heiko, who's said by the community to probably be the X factor for EVOS VIP. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Baby Bell, or at the other room they will call it Baby Bellamy for some reason. I don't know if it has anything to do with Emmy, but here it is. Baby Bell Emmy. Baby Bell Emmy.
I like how they
So, yeah.
I like how they swapped far out after she blew herself with the grenade.
Every single day when there's PPG playing, Emmy just have to have a very long phone call after the show.
Baby Emmy.
Oh yeah, a long
Oh yeah,
phone
a
call.
long phone call. That,
Husky will know how that feels. No, okay.
come on.
No, just
the
kidding.
borders are closed. I'm lonely, Sir Cloud.
But back around Bond, seems like PPG will actually escape from all the hurdles in front of her. Hopefully they won't bump into any team so soon. We talk about them have to be very safe at the early start of the game.
Our observer is having fun with this one.
I'm sorry.
Emmy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Chu.
It's
Please,
okay.
I'm sorry. I can't.
I think they're listening to they're listening into the conversation. But no, PPG they love to split 2-2, and I think after the looting phase they will always reconvene with each other. I don't think they found a place in Sunhawk yet. The first drop in bootcamp was thwarted by Dingos, and then Painan didn't work out because of Yudu. So PPG is still trying to find their territory, and territory is probably the most important factor in Sunhawk.
But potential fight here coming up from DMS or Damansara Esports. Just got themselves one more chicken dinner for today. Well, didn't get the first chicken dinner here today. Yesterday they got themselves as well. At the same time, we're looking about PPG more with the Con 8 trying to hovering around Axis and RL, but waiting for the right time to open fight. The thing about this, PPG, if they can clip and knock down straight away with this one shot, then it's going to be worthwhile. Because we do know when it comes to force fight, they have a bit of problem to clutch themselves out.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. And Moy holding the car with the sniping angle here. She is a really, really good sniper. So if she can get that knockdown with that one headshot, wow, they can go for the rush. They could. But now that I look at it from this kind of angle, the distance seems to be a bit far. So even if you get the knockdown, Axis could recover. I guess it depends on who they knock.
Unless if they get themselves some vehicles, and probably they don't have enough time.
Yeah, I think the best case scenario for PPG right now is just to take out the helmets of the NRL's members. But even then, it's great to see that despite the fact that it was a disastrous rush against HGMT 2 rounds ago, you can see PPG's confidence in making those moves. That was the confidence that they had from the SG qualifiers. But now MK14 for the second airdrop. No Giddy Suit, unfortunately, right out in the open. But we have something else for you guys as well. The PMPL loot, as you guys can just key in the code to get some exclusive loot for yourself. Do make it quick because the code is 86V.
Thank you, Husky. I was waiting for that. That's a good attempt there.
They put numbers in between. I tried my best.
Okay, that's a good one. And of course, don't forget to like and follow PUBG Mobile Esports Malaysia as well.
Now we're back to it as a game of war and a very long-standing stalemate here between Damansara Esports and also Bosco. Well, down to the next circle, it will be circling around Quarry. So we've discussed this. Quarry or Cave, pretty much almost the trickiest terrain to play with when it comes to Sunhawk. Plus the map itself is super small and some teams just have to cross over that bridge.
Oh yeah, that I definitely agree. So Asfa is gonna make a first move with that nade. Does land onto Moss Goku though, tags him for a bit of damage, but it's not enough, and that's gonna alert Moss Goku as Moss Goku actually down Sam with its own nade. So Bosco not really doing too hot right here as the shower of grenades is gonna be tossed out by Damansara Esports.
Oh, the tossing of nades here from Damansara Esports NSP right in front of the other team members. And we can see here Aspa is away from Sam. Sam is in big trouble now. NSP is getting closer and closer together with Ziggs. Moss Goku providing support from behind as well as Ichong as well.
Now Z being clipped as well. And one bleeding out from Bosco. That's not going to help with the rest of the team. We talk about a lot of pressure coming out from the NSP finally land one Kobe on top of Z. 2 members out and now down to 2 men for Bosco.
The amount of names from Damansara Esports, and now NSP is gonna start opening fire onto Asfa. Not able to light it out just yet, but they have severely crippled Bosco as the members of Bosco are now scrambling to hide behind those trees, but you can see Damansara Esports, the aggression is starting to pile out.
Oh, it's just not good news for them. They have the high ground as well for Damansara Esports. Aspa is now will be finished up, and there you go by NSP. And now Z is crying out for help, and then again, he is just too far for his Sam to do what they can. Just get a one down, can get the second one. NSP is still putting a lot of pressure to Sam. Aspa is on the other side, and now the nade will be tossed out by NSP. Will it be a Kobe?
Oh no, it's a bit lopsided, but Aspa he is running around his toes there. Well, at the same time, the rest of Bosco, they try to be reviving that. at their teammate, while Ichong will be revived by the captain himself, Mozgoku. We do have Team Secret approaching at the back line. This is going to be hard for Boss Crew because they will be sandwiched.
And the two best teams now joined the party. Yudu actually took out Ziggs, and Team Secret, they also took out a member of Boss Crew. So these two teams who are currently in fight, they're being intervened, but SSP fires back and fight Matoi's head, and Yuhai really scrambling to get his buddies back up.
Oh, Yuhai now just so angry after that. You don't touch my daddy there, ladies and gentlemen. We can see Damansara Esports still putting a lot of pressure onto the side of Team Secret, but then again, Boss Crew, they are still alive.
I don't want to say anything about that, but okay. That it is. Back about Team Secret, UI is not happy about the daddy thing because that's probably knocked down. That's but Dingoes at the same time taking a fight against Yudu Gang. We have a 3-way war for Bosku, who kind of been crippled and taking a toll in terms of their economy, plus also their manpower not enough. Team Secret trying to finish them off, but being stopped by none other than the Damansara Esports. But Yudu just across Team Secret here.
Yeah, and Yuhai has his ghost. He smells Yudu nearby. You know, they are eternal rivals, so Yuhai will know if Yudu Gang is nearby. The Wonder Boy for Team Secret got a highlight reel for himself yesterday, and today he's about to make something for himself as well.
What? Who invited the Dingoes into the party here, ladies and gentlemen? We can see that AG as well as Nut. They're in the same compound as Jumper as well as Naoki. At the same time, Ichong managed to get a knockdown to Rex. Now this compound will be the Dingoes or Yudu.
And this is just going to be a really chaotic state for
Reinforcements.
Yudu Gang trying to play inside it very quietly with one knockdown. Drags that Dingoes coming in really aggressive. But Jumper reversing Sova. But Bravo, what happened there? He needed nuke his own teammate.
Again?
What just happened to Dingoes? But Yudu still been knocked down here by AG. Seems like AG will mono to mono versus Naoki.
Yeah, and Naoki got to run away as the Molly does get tossed in by AG. Dingoes, they attract their own grenades, but things is not over yet. So now they're going for the swarm. They need to find where Yudu is. Yudu's going to pop their head out and find AG. GG is now going to be the second one as Yudu Gang will secure AG. GG is going to bow down, going to prone himself as Bravo is from behind. The nade comes out from a GG, but I don't think he's going to connect onto Yudu. It's pretty close though, but Yudu, they've already gotten away.
Oh, Jumper is still alive now, but then again, can he hang on to this? Drax is on the other side. Naoki is in the compound. GG is on the other side. Looks like the Dingoes, they are running away. They don't want to take this fight anymore. Bravo relocates himself onto the higher ground, maybe to try and give protection to a GG, but then again, a GG is pinned down now.
We can safely say that Yudu is just an undying team all the way. They got 3 men knocked down just now, but revived so fast. They just stand back up to their pit. Now fighting against Dingoes, who kind of now in the other way round. They turn the table over. Bravo trying to spray over on the side of Drax. He's really low at the moment, but they knock one down. Drax almost knocked down Jumper inside of the compound. Fredo tried to play with the structure as well. Now Dingoes, how do they approach this? But a GG will knock down anyway. Now left only one member on the side of Dingoes.
And Yudu not happy with losing Naoki, but Bravo's going to find the second one onto Jumper and through the smoke. Almost kills off Jumper. Yudu Gang still have 2 members to work with, Fredo and Drax. They need to find where Bravo is, but Bravo has the perfect cover with the stone. Gonna find the third one onto Fredo, and he's going to start confirming those kills onto Yudu Gang. And Drax is the last member alive. He pops shots onto Bravo, but Bravo somehow still survives. But it's not enough as he spoils the party and takes out the Dingoes.
Oh man, and there you go. Yudu Gang is out of this as well. What just happened there? But hang on a second. Now Zrao is now being sieged on access, and now Rev is being knocked down by Zrao. Appy coming in from the other angle. Will he finish it off? And Zrao oh my god! Zrao with 2 knocks here. He'll get 2 kills for Steelheart. And now Axis, they're not happy with this. They want to fight down in the compound. But they get with the third one. Zrao, what are you doing?
My goodness me, what happened to the game? So many third party coming over now. Avi trying to take down on AKA Pamburu really low the start of last match, but Super Bowl, this is just perfect. Well,
they secured it.
Yep, Zral. He'll be on the back.
Zral?
Never mind that. AKA Ketchup bleeding out. Loyu just being revived. Damansara taking a pick a fight against EVOS VIP. Wow.
Still hard, they single-handedly wiped out the entirety of X's NRL, and good play from Zhao, but X-Arm finds the shot onto Wolves, aka it was not a fun game for them. Last one as X-Arm, he does miss the nade, deflects backwards, but luckily none of his teammates are in the vicinity, aka having to fight 2 fights on the same front. This is going to be tough.
Oh, it's not over yet. X-Arm right in front of him. There's Loyu there still lurking. He's getting closer and closer right now. Flash vision. They need to revise the set. They need to get back on their feet. At the same time, we can see here, Wolvesy is bleeding out. Loyu goes for the rescue.
At the same time, PPG coming over for the fight as well for Kingsman. AGMT taking down on
Oh.
Gig Fam. But Gig Fam fighting against AGMT back. Team Secret out of nowhere taking a fight against AGMT too. Gig Fam, aka Team Secret, AGMT. Gig Fam back to AGMT. Now PPG try to wipe out all the rest of Kingsman. Will be Baby Bell.
Yeah, Baby Bell does get the knock onto Vex, but it's not enough though. Tiara from the other end just go for a pretty long spray. Not able to get the shots in. PPG needs to start evacuating. They're actually close to the safe zone, so it's not going to be a far run, but it's not going to be easy. As Superman from afar finds Tiara with the scope.
Oh, we can see a Superman putting a lot of pressure on the Tiara. Tiara has been knocked down this time, but then again, the rest of team members of PPG, they are still around them. They are moving in as a pack now. Still hard. It's only 2 team members left.
Oh, huge nail.
Oh,
That's a perfect edge.
Oh!
Baby Bell and Tiara all out and away, and Baby Bell just screaming for help here. Next, it will be Moy for Supermall's target.
And Geek Fam Danru finishes off the last stage of 8GMT, so goodbye to the team that has yet to got a chicken dinner, but this time PPG and Steelheart. The Singaporean teams are actually clashing in the same compound with PPG on the back foot, but this circle is not kind to anyone at all.
Oh, not kind at all. They're still part of the circle in Quarry, and Quarry is an area that you don't want to fight because just how the geography is nobody will go there.
And now AKA Wolves will be stayed inside of the blue and not actually have a room to work with at all. We're talking about Gig Fam approaching every site possible. PPG, they lost 1 person out just now. So it's going to be Baby Bell, Putra, and also Moy. How they approach Supermall, because this guy is just being the mole right now.
And Kingsman, they're going to get their revenge. They shot Moy from behind, and Superman also gatekeeping. It seems like these 2 teams are adamant on making sure that the PPG don't make it too. Superman fights an easy spray onto Baby Bell, and Putri, again, the lone princess, trying to save her teammates, is not going to be able to make it out easily as Superman toss that name on top. Here comes the Kobe. It's not going to land, but Superman's going to go for the push. Putri shuts him down and wins the gunfight, but it's not over yet.
And now Putri is still standing here for her team. The captain of PPG tried to save her teammate, but then again, the teammate has been taken out. Zral versus Putri. We can see it with the micro Uzi, the jump shot from Zral. Trying to find a good angle. And there you go. Putri is out and PPG as well, but then again, Zral cannot be content. He is almost out of there. Imagine, use his bandage. How long can he stand this?
He can, as long as he uses all his band-aids, then he's going to have to use the first aid. If somebody shoots, it will be the best time here now because KGM or Kingsman is right below them.
Yep, and Steelheart, they've survived for long enough. 6 kills in the bag. With only 2 members left alive, impressive performance so far. But TRX now getting absolutely swarmed by Geek Fam. So again with another miracle nade, does land onto QB as the Molly does light up behind Jisoo, not able to barbecue him, but QB might not be contenders yet. Janik watching for the flag, and Jisoo another nade. This time it's going to be take out QB.
Oh, we can see here that Zanik is also crawling on the other side, but at the same time, Gig Fam, they are pressured by the blue zone. But Damroot, he's on the other side, he's crossing out the grenades, but then again, look at this Sam, happy finish up by Team Secret.
Oh, Team Secret, out of nowhere, they just bought in every business possible. We're talking about them sticking their nose into every team fight that they can take. Well, TRX Ziso here, just playing around the edge of the... I don't know what structure that is. It seems like they are trying to hold it straight and hopefully they just go down slippery in a very, very dark cave in there. But right now they are being forced by the blue. Oh no, I just said it.
Jenny?
There's no way out.
Oh, he dropped down.
Jenny!
Oh my goodness.
Goodbye, Jenny.
That's what I just mentioned.
Choo choo.
I'm so sorry.
You just had to say it, right, Choo Choo?
But Lord bless the teams in Quarry though. The circle moved away from Quarry for this phase, so climbing up from that place, that area is going to be absolutely brutal. TRX, it seems like they're gonna abandon Janik. Goodbye, die in a hole.
That's so slope.
Yeah, you can just look at Jenny. He's like, why, guys? Why they had to do that? He could have ran across just like how the other members of TRX, but
No, that's why I was mentioning about the slippery side of that vertical angle coming up from inside of that cave. But now back to Gig Fam. They're having a lot of fight in front of our EVOS VIP. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they're also popping a lot of kill feed on their side. LV on their that, having a hard time to migrate. Kuza managed to take down on TRX. They have 3 men left. Sanzi out, but they are moving forward.
Yep, EVOS VIP, one of the teams to make it, to just come up on Quarry alongside V-Star Expert. So actually, EVOS VIP are in a better position because they are already out. They can't get a good shot onto V-Star Expert, and Haiku is going to start that, but he just get knocked down. The damage not enough from EVOS VIP.
oh, he definitely didn't expect that long range shot from V-Star X. Now Kusa, the captain, will need to hang on for his team. Can he go for the revive? I don't think so. This is the 6th circle. It's just too much for him to handle. First aid kit will be popped out by Kusa, but can he even get to say so? Oh my god! Kusa managed to get one knockdown. Now V-Star X, but they need to keep eyes behind.
Now AKA dropped to the 7th place, but Kuza playing a long That's going to be a whole straight line. Kuza knocked 2 down in a row, but that's the 3rd person still living. Romeo just hugging over at the edge of the blue zone there as well. Hopefully he won't be discovered by Kuza. Kuza just not going to win against the blue.
That was a valiant attempt, but at least he took one guy with him, and TRX now rushing into Damasara, and Damasara, they actually get wiped out by TRX, the team that we have been wanting to see them perform.
And now Team Secret, they have still 3 team members here. Yuhai is out there, but Ziso, oh my goodness, he wants to get into the circle. You gotta get through Team Secret.
We still have 4 teams, 7 players here alive, so it's going to be a heck of a war here. With so many members, have nobody else set for themselves. Seems like Team Secret might just have this game.
Yeah, Team Secret in prime position, and they're going to eliminate Ziso to start things off. TRX bows out in 4th place. Team Secret with 3 members left alive. V-Star Experts with 2. So Team Secret with the compound to work with, is highly unlikely that they're going to give this game away. Zerao also dies to the blue, so we're down to V-Star Experts against Team Secret.
Okay, if Team Secrets take this compound, it's their game basically, because you can see this compound is still within the circle, but just look at this, it's 2v3 at the same time. iShots, Rex and Matoy against Moon and Romeo.
But if they take the compound and the last circle doesn't actually favor them, it's going to be a heck of a problem to get up from there as well.
Yep, and you can hear the nades being lobbed out from Team Secret towards V-Star Experts. But V-Star Experts, they don't have much room to work with. They just have to play this slow. Team Secret, they're inching towards that compound, hoping to find a good angle, as iShot does get shot by Moon. But Moon will expose himself as the fire does trade back. Not enough to down Moon though. iShot does down to 40% health. Both teams are going to reset for now.
Oh, V-Star Experts, they're not going to make this easy for Team Secret at this point. I don't think Secret they have the numbers, but just look at this. V-Star Experts has more of the circle. This will force Team Secret to actually move. iShot trying to go from flank here. Say goes on Mato and Rex from the behind, but then again, they can't get a clear shot onto V-Star Experts.
Oh, now wait. Rex and Mato already go for the front line here. iShot coming out from the other blind spot. We're talking about them trying to charge straight into Romeo's face. Will they drop the nades and just pressure on side of a Romeo so Moon won't actually have an idea about iShot covering around?
That's Moon! Matoy finds Moon from across, and that's definitely unexpected. So Romeo is left all alone, and they're gonna start charging into Romeo. Rex was tagged, but it's not enough. You can see Team Secret, they smell blood. They smell the 5th chicken dinner of the league. It's only week 2, but Team Secret will cement themselves with the 5th chicken dinner, and they will place themselves at the top of the leaderboard.
Wow, Team Secret, ladies and gentlemen, finally getting back their chicken dinner here in this week. Wow, what a performance there from Team Secret. Actually, good rotation and actually clearing a lot of things along the way as well.